Happy Monday, everybody. Grab a beverage. Hopefully you're wearing something very comfy. Smash that like because we got a lot to roast and a lot to react to. So let's get this party started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Stand-up comedian, pop culture vulture, narc slayer, grift reaper, and dopamine queen, Joleen Lunzer here for another No Offense, All Offense, where we take a comedic look, we roast the things that are spiking our dopamine. Anything we want to talk about that is really hitting that dopamine, that's what we do over here. Now, first things first, remember everything I say today is true, except for the parts that are false. Everything is alleged and for entertainment purposes only.
Allegedly.
Also, I'm going to be very opinionated because that's just who I am. But you're welcome to have your own opinion, and you can shout out and go ham in the comment section or the live chat if you are joining us live. And then we can just respectfully agree to disagree.
That's my opinion!
So calmly like that, you guys. All right. So please smash that like I said, please hit that subscribe. Thank you. If you want to support the channel further, we got JOJO chats open. If you want to send me a little something and then a comment, you can send it via JOJO chat. And the link is pinned at the top or the bottom, wherever they pin them now on YouTube. There are links for JOJO chats. I'll read your comment out loud. You can also not leave a comment if you want. Some people are like, I don't want to say anything. Here you go. And it's links to my Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, and that is how you send a JOJO chat. But if you prefer, we also have YouTube super chats, and I'll read your comment then as well. Otherwise, you can send super stickers, or you can join my membership here on YouTube or on Patreon. I will drop the link now for the YouTube membership, where we have some new emojis. And once we hit the next goal for the memberships, YouTube will let us make more emojis. Because right now they're like, you're maxed out, bitch. I'm like, what? I want to make more emojis because they've been fun. So if you are a member currently, please drop those emojis in the comments section if you're watching later, or right now in the live chat, because I love to see them. And Nina F., thank you so much for starting the live out with the first super chat here. Let me get my little soundboard together. Thank you. Nina F., my bestie, says, hey, bestie, I'm back from my trip. I missed you too. How was your trip, bestie? Let us know. Put it in the chat. Literally use the live chat to talk to each other, have fun, relax, tell us what's going on, comment on what we're talking about. It's your live chat. Have some fun. You guys always do, and I appreciate it. Okay, did I drop the link? I can't remember if I dropped the link for my members. Oh, no, I don't want to play myself. I just want to drop it here on YouTube. Okay, I think I did. There's the link for the membership to the LEEN team. You can get a membership for yourself, or you can gift memberships to your fellow people in the chat. So good to see you. You don't have to do any of that, but if you want to, you can. Also, happy Wolves playoff game 5 day for all who celebrate. Also, go Spurs as well. Hopefully, Wemby Lindsay, how long is he going to be? Is he hurt? Ant is out. You guys, just a quick, let me go off on sports, Joleen, for a second. Our star player, Anthony Edwards, aka Ant, he got hurt last game, and he's going to be out for at least 2 weeks. And he already had a bum knee. The one knee, he was out for a while and he was back. Now he hurt the other knee. And then Dante DiVincenzo, who is just like amazing, and we love him and we need him and we appreciate him, and we pray to the altar of Dante DiVincenzo, aka I call him soup salad breadsticks. And he hurt his Achilles. He got the Halliburton. He got the Jason Tatum injury. So now he's out for like a year or something. He just had surgery. So hopefully he's a quick healer because we need him. But nevertheless, even though losing both those players, we won our last game against the Nuggets. So hopefully we can win again tonight. No offense to my Nuggets friends. I still love you so much. But hopefully we can win because it's in Denver tonight. And you know, the Denver fans are going to be like, come on, wake up, Joker. All right, wake up. I don't know. Is Joker on nap time? What is going on? Jamal Murray can't carry the whole team. I don't know. What is going on with the joke? I think he just wants to go ride his horses on the beach or something, you guys. So I know, Joanne, me too. I love Dante so much. I love him. And poor Ant, but at least Ant's going to hopefully be back in a couple weeks. So we'll see. But if we win tonight, we take the series and then we're on to the next and we'll see what we can do. The good thing about the Timberwolves, our bench is deep, so deep, put our ass to sleep. Like it is. We got a deep bench. We have won in the past without Ant, but without Ant and Dante, that is going to be, we'll see. But I mean, we got Io. We got Io DeSumo, like from the Bulls. He was someone that we picked up mid-season, and he's amazing. And he scored 43 points last game. He like just came in and was Ant. You guys, the Minnesota Timberwolves, I'm telling you, they're the best, okay? Not that I'm biased. I'm a little biased. Right, Joanne? And I wish people would report on that. The Joker can't handle Gobert. Yeah, he's been overweight all season. And all year, you're saying a lot of people just want to go, and they're not giving any credit. Put some respect on Rudy Gobert's name. That's why he's won Defensive Player of the Year like 4 times. But they don't. Just because Rudy can't shoot for shit, he's a defensive player. But Rudy did try to take a 3 last game. I was like, Rudy, what are you doing? And he got close. I was like, okay, Rudy. Okay, whatever. I trust you. But BC Nick was Joleen being a big NBA fan was not on my bingo card, but I'm here for it. I get so it's like the one thing I look forward to. Do you know how you in life you have to have certain things? And mine change being neurodivergent, and maybe yours change being neurotypical. I can only speak to myself. I feel like it's a ADHD thing, but who knows? I might be just attributing it to that. But the NBA has just been maybe it's because like Minnesota, we had such a bad team for so long. We've never even been to the finals before. And now we've been to, for years, we didn't go to the playoffs for 17 years. And now we've been to the playoffs for like 5 or 6 years straight. And it's so exciting. I'm like, what is this? We usually are only talking about like hockey. Our baseball team sucks right now. But the women's teams, let me tell you, the WNBA women's team, the Lynx, oh my God, they kill it. Like they've been winning championships for years. Our women's hockey team, but the men, they just, I cheer for the women, but the men are really underdogs. It's like, just do what the women are doing. Clearly they're doing something right. Take notes from them. All right. Also the Wild won recently. I'm still kind of mad at the Wild, but here we are. So Grizzly Bear Kelly D says, we are dedicated to NFL, but my wife has done a hard turn on the NBA right now. I don't get it, but whatever. Well, it could be the corruption within the NBA. It's very frustrating to watch, especially as we sit here and watch, this kind of stuff and these grifters and fraudsters. And then you see corruption within the NBA. I'm just like, the officiating and some people getting special whistles and who knows what's going on. Fuck Scott Foster, so many things. So I don't blame her. And as far as the NFL goes, I really try with the Vikings. I hope one day the Vikings can do something. That would be fantastic. Rhinestone Wow Girl, thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. I don't want to jinx it, but got good imaging results this week. That's amazing. Ladies, get your screenings early. Detection saves lives. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Rhinestone Wow Girl. Thank you for sharing that with us. I'm so happy about that. And thank you for sharing that. Everyone should just be able to get all the tests that they need. All the pre-screening they need. Wouldn't that be a wonderful world? Yes, it would. I do like myself a little Celtics, though. I do have like a little crush on the Celtics, kind of. All right. I know everyone wants me to hate Jason Tatum. And even my own brother's like, why don't you hate Jason Tatum? Like, I just don't. I don't know why I'm supposed to. He seems really nice. And he's really good. And he was asked at a press conference about Dante's injury. And he was like, he's like, was kind about it. I was like, I'm going to reach out to Dante. And I watched Top 5 and I thought Jason Tatum was just fine. Is there something I need to know about Jason Tatum that I don't know? And then Jaylen Brown, I don't hate him. I hated him for a second because he slapped Jaden McDaniels in the face or on the head. I can't remember. There was a game where I was like, Jaylen Brown, stop it. Get out of here. But anyways, I digress, you guys. Thank you for letting me get that off my chest. I appreciate it. you guys. Bomber says, I love basketball. I played around as a teenager. Yay. Until I realized I wasn't going to grow past 5 feet. Yeah. You know, you could be a little. How tall was Steve Nash? He was a little guy. Wasn't he? Probably like 6 feet. But in basketball, that's small. Even Ant Edwards, he's only like, I don't know, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". That's not that tall in basketball. That is not that tall. So we'll see. So anyways, we will, I have the game starting in a little over 2 hours. So I'll have to be off by then, but I want to have some fun with you guys. Okay. So first things first, let's get back into this craziness that is the true crime grifter, scammer, fraudsters, wannabe victims. Okay. Okay, so smash that like. JOJO chats are open. All the things are open. If you choose to do so, I'll check my JOJO chats here in a little bit to see if anyone hit us up. But until then, I want to talk about, we've heard a lot about stalking. You know, a lot of people have, a lot of these, you know, fake asses, as we like to call them, put that title on Christina in the worst way possible, despite, you know, all the evidence coming out after the fact that Lauren's civil stalking injunction was bullshit and she was the real villain in the story. There's still people doubling down. So first, I want to take a look at a little compilation that was put together regarding who was checking out Christina's TikTok. Because I don't know if you're on TikTok, you know that you get these notifications and you can see on your own profile like who's viewing your profile, which is like, oh, it makes me not want to click on anyone's profile because it's like then they'll know I'm looking at them. It's kind of like your Instagram story. You know, it's like, oh, like get a sock account. I mean, what, if you're gonna be a weird stalker, well, it looks like Tricia, hi Tricia. You really were interested last year in watching Christina's TikToks. Why? Like, why? Like, once you've seen one, you've seen them all, right? Like, who's the real stalker here? We have multiple people who were on Lauren's side who were regularly checking out Christina's TikToks, and it's creepy. These people who are like, oh my God, I can't believe someone would make TikToks about their own experience with a friend, even though they never mention who that friend is or name them or show a picture. It's horrible. God, I'm so above that. Meanwhile, they're out there, what is just checking it, making a list, checking it twice. And the fact, and that even is, it's worse knowing that you know the kind of content Christina was putting out there, and you still rode with the lie that Christina was harassing and stalking through these TikToks. So you, Tricia, and the other two we'll talk about here when we watch it, watch this as, you know, I mean, now we know not like fully functioning adults, yeah, not well functioning. Hi, Dave. Dave's like, I want to play. Hi, baby. You watch this and you watched it a lot. We'll see in this video. Like, I'm embarrassed for you. Like, you guys were obsessed with Christina. Like, what was it? Like, what is going on? You know, I know she like, you know, she's beautiful. She's smart. She's a talented artist. Looks like she has a great family. She's not someone who's going to just go online and lie and get a civil stalking injunction against someone to stop their First Amendment rights. I mean, those are all great qualities, but like, do you really just want to be friends with Christina? What is really going on here? That's the question. So despite having watched this many times and watched Christina's TikToks, they still are like, yes, she's a harasser. And we're going to go to the Megan comments. Because I saw that, well, you guys had asked me if I would check. I think it was Mad Chatter. Let me know if I'm wrong. Wanted me to take a look at Megan's comments. And then I know Hella and Dolly did a great job of checking out Megan's comments. I didn't get to watch the whole video, but I did pop in for a bit. I think, was it yesterday that they did that? It was yesterday or the day before. And Megan, a lot of people are like, oh, Megan, she's so boring. And she is. She's super boring. Oh, who cares about Megan? I think it's important to also roast and call out the people who are carrying water for the Lauren Matthias lie. And Megan is one of those soldiers. All right. So Megan's not harmless, actually. Megan is actually very harmful. The stuff she's put out there and the lies she continues to double down on is actually not harmless at all. And she deserves to be like called out and criticized through like a critical thinking mind, because it's insane that to this day, she still stands on that Christina is a stalker and belongs in jail. Like, that is baffling to me, especially since she lied to us and said, you know, during her initial videos that, oh, if I see evidence to the contrary, hello, evidence to the contrary showed up. I will admit it. No, she didn't. So we're going to check that out. But first things first, let's take a look at who's watching Christina's TikTok. Who are the real stalkers? Who are the people who are obsessed? Like, get a life. You guys are supposed to be so above all of us losers. But here you are. Here you are. So here we go. Here's the beginning of this. And I'll be stopping. So if you take a look, this user, of course, that's Tricia's name. Allegedly, but there's Tricia's profile picture. Okay. So allegedly, we'll just say for fun for Tricia. There's Tricia. What am I doing? No, don't do that. Exit page. Okay, hold on. It says unresponsive. They have infiltrated. They have gotten, what's his name? McSpunky has hacked my computer. McSpunky, get out of my computer. Go spunk it up somewhere else. I don't have time for this. Okay? We're trying to show what your friends have been doing with a comedic twist. McSpunker. Okay, take your spunk somewhere else. I think McSpunker might have hacked me, but I think I'm okay. Okay, because I hacked him back. We're hacking each other, and I hacked him back. All right, let me share this again. Apologies. McSpunky must be on his myriad because he is just acting up. He's acting up. All right, back again. So I'm going to play this and just look at all the dates, and there's no sound to it, of frickin' Tricia Poo and company. So Tricia Poo is this user 6969, damn, you're fine, 3232761542781112. Okay. Allegedly, Tricia is. And of course, that would be Tricia's TikTok name. So September. Okay. So we start with September 25th. And then she hasn't had enough. And she's July 4th. So it kind of skips all around all these different dates. You liked 2 of the posts? Oh, Tricia, not you liking the post, Tricia. There she is, September 25th. She's like, hey, girl, what's up? User 6431577553716. Allegedly, okay? Give me a thumbs up if you guys could hear my my soundboard.
No one would want to stalk that ugly bitch.
Like, wow, you guys really be simping for Lauren Matthias hard. All right, so then we go September 27th. She's still looking. She's like, hey, girl. December 27th again. December 20th. How many times did you look on December 27th, Tricia? Oh, and Sarah, this Sarah lady here is the, let me double check my notes here. Sarah, I think that is, which one is Sarah again? Sarah, I gotta keep track of all these damn characters. Okay, Sarah, bum bum bum, Sarah, are you? It's not Sarah Crossbody, I don't think. This is gonna be. Oh, Sarah. Oh, Sarah. Sarah is the lady who sent in her letter to Lauren for her deposition. And she was like, I work for Mitt Romney or some shit. So Sarah sent in a declaration for this case. And I think Lauren read it during the 9 hour. She's like, I've been a very close friend of Lauren Matthias for over a decade. She lived in my home for several months at a time in 2023 and 2024. So possibly lovers, allegedly. For fun. It just makes it more interesting if they were lovers, okay? This would be a lot more interesting. That's all I'm saying. God, grow up. While she was covering the Daybell murder trials in Boise, Idaho, I've stayed in her home. Ooh, okay. While I have to. Okay. So this Sarah, not going to share her last name, but you guys remember her. We'll read through her declaration after this so you can get reminded. But she was like, I'm in politics, so clearly I know about corruption. So Sarah's looking at it, these are all people that are providing declarations for Lauren, and they're all just checking out Christina's TikTok. Like it's fucking the first 48 or something, like calm your boners. They're like, what? Did you check a TikTok today? I know I did. They're like, oh my God. So there we go with Tricia again on the 29th. Tricia, God, every day Tricia was checking. Tricia, were you trying to get money from Christina? What are you doing over here? And then there's Sarah again. We'll say Mitt Romney's friend, allegedly Sarah. Okay. Oh my God. What a dork. And then, so that's the 29th. And then Tricia added what? Then Tricia, you were adding Christina's videos to your favorites?
You're despicable.
I bet Tricia didn't even know what she was doing.
Well, I've been waiting for this moment all my life.
Yeah, Tricia's thinking she's like a spy sleuth. Tricia's like, I got her, Lauren. I added it to my favorites. She'll never know. Or Tricia was just really like a fan. She was like, these are good tiki-takis. Stacey, how come we can't make these tiki-takis? Huh? What's going on? Do they make money on this one? Can we monetize it? I want to do this. Yeah. How do you turn on my phone? I know how to turn on Beth B's phone, but not my own. Okay, so there she is. Then even in October, oh my God. Like you should be carving pumpkins or something. Meanwhile, Tricia is just stalking Christina, and there's Sarah, Mitt Romney's girlfriend again. There she goes, allegedly. Tricia again. Oh God, Tricia. This is like embarrassing. Tricia again. Like, as you can see, it's different times a day on the same day a lot of times. She's like, I better check it at 9:04 a.m. October 1st, okay? Then I'm going to come back at 3:13 October 1st because you never know what can happen. Yeah, she's probably friends with John Ramsey. Let's get her. So there she is. Then October 2nd, she woke up early. Tricia was like, first thing in the morning, I think about Christina all day. I think about Christina all day. I think about Christina. So there she is again. And Tricia has no idea that this is available on TikTok, that people can see you're looking. So she thinks she's real stealth. This is a creepy Tricia. You creepy girl. October 2nd, 3:49 p.m., right before dinner or supper. And October 4th, 1 a.m., Tricia, go to bed. Tricia and Sarah. Damn, go to bed. 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 Go to sleepy. So Mitt Romney's girlfriend, and allegedly. And Tricia Farty McGrifterson is still checking Christina's. And this is like, what's interesting is this is way before, this is a couple weeks before the 9-hour live. So, wow, these people were scheming, scamming, planning, an organized effort to take down Christina was happening. Unfortunately, it was all done based on lies to protect Lauren Matthias' ego, and Lauren had the worst team you could possibly have in the history of teams. Like, yeah, Tricia, get me, I'll help you. Okay. And then there she is again, the 5th. She had to come check again. Hella, we are watching how creepy Tricia, Mitt Romney's girlfriend, Sarah, allegedly. And then also there will be Lauren Matthias's sister-in-law, I believe, too, is watching Christina's tiki-takis. These are all the times in which, in just a small period of time, we were able to capture how many times before the 9-hour live these women were stalking Christina basically or they're big fans. So you either have to admit you're stalking or you're a big fan. They were just trying to set forth this narrative. Get a life. Just think if Tricia invested this much time on her shitty YouTube channel or her shitty website. Same goes all around. Think of what you could do. Probably not much, but you never know. Let's be hopeful, okay? Hopeful.
No one would want to stalk that ugly bitch.
So we got, then she added more of Christina's videos to her favorite. Tricia, why are you doing all this? What are you doing? What are you doing, Tricia? Why are you keeping a folder of Christina's TikToks that have nothing to do with you and don't even really have anything to do with Lauren because it never names her, never hashtags her, never shows a picture of her. It's just Christina's TikToks. What are you doing, Tricia? My God. Okay, so then we have Mitt Romney's girlfriend. So then on the same day here, it looks like this Sarah Nelson chick, that's what her, handle says, who seems to be the girl that worked for Mitt Romney, a woman, whatever, or who is his girlfriend. We don't know, okay? Allegedly. And then Tricia is user 643-157753716, allegedly. Allegedly. And then Stacy Travel Points, that's allegedly Lauren's sister-in-law. Allegedly. She might be married to Pace Picante Sauce. Allegedly. Good Lord, ladies, get a life. Oh my God. And doing this for what? And here comes, Mitt Romney's girlfriend is obsessed with Christina. Allegedly. She might just be getting bored of Mitt. Okay, so there. Then Stacy Travel Points. Of course, she's probably, of course, she's a Travel Points person. And Sarah again, Mitt Romney's girlfriend, allegedly. Not CNN's own Susan Hendricks. Oh, it's not enough. Oh my God. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Susan, my how the mighty have fallen. You're just gonna stalk the tiki-taki of a woman you don't really know because Lauren's a crybaby faker. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting. Not real journalist Susan Hendricks watching Christina's TikToks. I mean, my God. Now I'm trophied up. I'm saying like, bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. I'm embarrassed for all of you. Like, I'm so embarrassed for all of you ladies. This is embarrassing. You need to walk your dogs. If any of you have dogs, go take the dogs for a walk. Susan, this is not a good look, Susan. This is why you haven't been around. Has Susan been around since then? Because it's not a good look. So there's Susan with Mitt Romney's girlfriend watching Christina's TikToks. Oh God, Mitt Romney's girlfriend is just obsessed. Well, don't you help me now? Oh, help me! You might need some help, lady. You might need some help. Susan, you came back for more? September 6th? That's way before the 9-hour live. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then Mitt Romney's girlfriend back for more. Girl, what are you doing? Mitt Romney's girlfriend again on the 8th. Again on the 9th. Again on the 10th. Oh my God. Jeez. Again on the 13th? Oh my God, Mitt Romney, come get your girl. Christine Holmes is an unemployed bird-legged hoe. Okay. Sarah Nelson is an unemployed bird-legged hoe. Sarah Nelson is an unemployed bird-legged hoe. All right, we have fun, Sarah. But what's going on? What's going on, Sarah? What's going on? Sarah again on the 15th. Oh my God. Who needs the civil stalking injunction? Hi. And then one of the Connors. Which one's Aspen Connor? Which one's that? Which one's Aspen? Aspen Connor. Sarah again. Oh, Sarah. Oh, Sarah's on the 16th too. Every day. Sarah's like, I will check. I will follow Christina. Follow Christina wherever Christina may go. Ooh, there isn't a TikTok too big or embarrassment doesn't hit me. I have no shame. I will follow Christina. Follow Christina wherever Christina may go. Ooh. Okay. Oh my God, Sarah again. And Susan Hendricks. Susan, how many times you gotta watch this TikTok? I think, you know what I think though? In Susan Hendricks' defense, I think Susan was a Christina fan. I think Susan's like, fuck, I got to help Lauren Matthias. I got to put this thing out. But as she was watching, I think she was like, I like these TikToks. These are good. Christina's likable. That's something Lauren doesn't have. I heard allegedly, okay?
She's not a Christian. No,
She is dark-sided too.
Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I heard Susan Hendricks said that Christina had a better shot of being on CNN than Lauren Matthias.
God, please give me patience.
Allegedly.
Because if you give me strength, I'm going to need bail money.
Yep.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
It's not clocking to you that Susan Hendricks was standing on business. She was like, Lauren wouldn't be good for any major news media anywhere. But you know who would? Christina. She's great. She's got that it factor. That's what she said, allegedly.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sarah Nelson again on the 25th. Oh, God. It's like it never ends. Then here comes Tricia's like, I better look. It's September 27th. I better take a look again. What's going on over there? Stacy, Swamp Stacy. Look at this. Sarah again. Sarah. Is that Swamp? I just said Swamp Stacy. Swamp Stacy? Swamp Stacy, that's you? That's you, Swamp Stacy. Oh my God, Stacy. You guys put your smoking frogs in the chat. We got a Swamp Stacy checking out Christina's tiki-takis. But these people are just, they're so great. They're so above it. They're so professional. Oh my God. I'm like worried about Christina. Like I'm worried for her with these people. Then we got Sarah again. And who's Melissa Rogers? Melissa, I'm sure maybe she has something to do with it. Who knows? But Stacy, not Swamp Stacy.
It's a good time to be medicated.
Oh my God. Stacy and the Frogs allegedly checking it out. Guys, this is so embarrassing. Oh boy. And then Sarah Nelson again. This Sarah Nelson. Whew. Let's get a friend. Let's get a friend. Sarah Nelson again. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sarah Nelson again on September 30th. Sarah Nelson again on September 30th at 10 to 17 p.m. But when they wake up to when they go to sleep, they're like obsessed. It's crazy.
Everybody's making these tweets and Facebook posts about
Right.
New Year, New Me. Shut up. You're still on meth, Cheryl.
You're still on meth, Cheryl. Still on meth, Cheryl. Oh, come on, Sarah. This is getting tired. So there's Sarah and Tricia just together as one, October 1st. Checking it out. Sarah, Lone Soldier, October 1st. Then we got Tricia at 13 p.m. All right. Tricia, Sarah, and this Melissa. Oh my God. They check before they go to bed, when they wake up. That's called an obsession bash. This is my obsession. Just when I thought we're going to change Usher's confessions to these are my obsessions. Just when I thought I could say everything I thought I could say. This Christina put up another ticky-tacky. October 4th, we got Sarah and Tricia. Tricia's like, let's check again. Oh boy. Sarah again, and someone named Turbo. Sarah again on the 4th. Sarah again on the 6th. Sarah and Tricia and Stacy travel points. Shout out to Pace Picante Sauce's alleged wife. Oh boy.
Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him.
You know Pace got some hoe in him. Oh boy. It's bad enough she's married to Pace Picante Sauce, but now she's also stalking people's tiki-takis for her sister-in-law.
Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him.
Okay. Oh boy. Then we got Sarah again. Then we got a burner account. Burner. Turbo is Lauren's mod. Oh God. You guys are embarrassing. You're embarrassing.
I'm not a perfect person.
You don't even like make content about stuff, half of you. You're just watching her. For what? Lauren's got all these people watching Christina for tiki-takis where she's never named, no picture, never hashtag. Oh my God. Ew. So cringe. Melissa Rogers is back. Melissa. And Sarah's back again. Sarah might be the most obsessed. Sarah and Trishy Poo. Oh, interesting. Janice Bellyflat says Sarah let Lauren stay with her during both trials. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We read that. I just read that in her part of her letter that I was rereading. But yeah, that we were like, they were allegedly hooking up.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you.
Allegedly.
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business,
And they
is it?
weren't. And they weren't. But for entertainment purposes only, for our parody and fun with our mind, they were totally banging.
I'm not gay no more.
Yep.
I am delivered. I don't like men no more.
I like women.
I like women.
Women. Now, that is a direct quote, allegedly, from Sarah Nelson about Lauren Matthias. Like, I don't like men no more. I like women. Women. So get it, Sarah. Poor John just sitting home in his Costco sweaters, wondering, am I ever going to get some touch? No, John, you're not. You're not. Okay. Sarah again. So this just goes into my fun little theory that they probably were secret lovers for fun.
I walk him down the whole time. I know he got some hoe in him.
Because who does this much for someone you ain't having sex with? Okay. Bruce the Moose. Oh no, I lost Bruce the Moose. Bruce the Moose says, fun fact, Turbo's older, more serious brother is TurboTax. That would explain a lot. That makes sense. I believe that. That is definitely a fact. I like it. Excited utterance. Hella. We love Hella. Hella says Turbo is absolutely obsessed with harassing the free Rick Allen people. She's just sick. Oh, man. Turbo, that's not looking good for you over here. Yes, pretty insane. Go Wolves. Go Timbies. Go Wolves all day, every day. So then we got Sarah again. Oh my God, Sarah. She's giving, I apologize to Sarah Crossbody. This is not Sarah Crossbody. This is Mitt Romney Sarah. We'll read her little letter after this. And then Susan again? Susan Hendricks. Oh my goodness. This is why people aren't trusting mainstream media anymore, because they're too busy doing this. Look at it. Susan's like, I better look again. I'm the Susan Hendricks. I better look again. So September 4th. 420. Oh, Susan Hendricks was lighting a blunt and like, let me check, Christina. Because I got high. La, da, 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 da. Okay. This is just allegedly, I think. Susan Hendricks was like, let me light this weed and check out Christina's ticket. Oh, that one went by so fast. Why did I slow it down? Okay. There was a lot of them on that day. All right, Sarah again, Susan, and then I got to hit the pause like real quick. Play, pause. Oh, I got it. Okay. Oh, hey, the good Lori. Susan Hendricks, Stacy's Travel Points, allegedly Pace Picante Sauce's wife, and who's Leon James? Leon, get on with it, Leon. Yeah, who's that? Does anyone know? Feel free to put it. Oh, God, these people. Leon James. Is that Mick Spunky's name? Okay, Susan Hendricks again. Oh, Susan all the way back to July. Damn, Sue. Sue, you got to have better CNN things to do than this, Sue. Oh, my God. Susan and Pace Picante's wife. Oh, Lordy. Lori says, I'm not the good, Lori. I'm evil as possible, but I'm not a murderer. Yes. Oof. Right? These TikToks weren't really honing a lot of traction outside of Lauren's friend circle. So you could argue Lauren brought all the attention to the TikTokies, where Christina wasn't marketing them to, expose Lauren to the world or hidden true crime. Lauren was. Pyrex, that's a great point, because she was sending all of her friends and fans that way. That's how people knew, is because Lauren was sending these hoes over. She was like, do you see? Get over there on TikTok. She's back at TikToks about me. And they're like, well, she doesn't really say you. And Lauren's like, what the fuck?
Now I'm trophied up. I'm saying like, bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
I know it's about me, because everything's about me.
Remember, y'all, Stack the Lulu
is the Salulu. And line crime.
So Lauren gave Christina a lot of traction. Megan, you said you went to school for marketing, but I think it might have been Lauren. Mm-hmm. Olap says, I love the picture of Lauren and Grayson stunt double. It's good, isn't it? It's really good. She was sending all her hoes over there. Oh my God. And then this Melissa again. And Pace Picante's wife again, October 9th. Oh my God. Sarah again. Oh, Tricia's back. Tricia, you got to have something better to do. I mean, Tricia was taking a break from DMing her supporters, sad fishing and dry begging to do this. So that meant a lot to Lauren. And then Pace Picante's wife is back to look. Oh, Lordy. Susan Hendricks again. Susan. Oh my God, Susan. And Stacy Travel Points on the 22nd of September. Then we got August 22nd. We got Pace Picante's wife and Mitt Romney's Sarah Nelson. Ay, ay, ay. Yes, Mimi, hit the like button if you haven't already. Stacy Travel Points, the sister-in-law, Pace Picante's lady, looking again in July. Lauren had the whole family watching this. I can't imagine. I would be embarrassed to tell my family to look at someone I think is making tiki-takis about me. I think maybe or not. Someone ex-friend. Anyways, she's scaring me. Take a look. My family would admit me somewhere. Nana would not play into this. Nana be like, Joe, what are you doing? What are you doing? But this is an alleged family of scammers, and fraudsters with Lauren's dad and Lauren's brother and now Lauren. So I mean,
They're gonna make
makes
a
sense.
pretty penny, and then they're all going to hell.
Thank you, Ani. And who else we got? Oh, there's Travel Points Stacy again, not getting her travel points. Okay, if she got travel points for the amount of time she traveled to Christina's tiki-taki, she'd be flying free. All right. She'd have all the hotel stays for free because this seems to be the most traveling she's doing is over to Christina's tiki-taki. There she is again. Embarrassing. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That was very interesting and very embarrassing for those people who are, such professionals and so much better than everybody else. It's the amount of times they viewed Christina's tiki-taki and for what? And at very interesting times. It seemed like the only person who was really getting harassed was Christina. Weird. Very weird. Yeah, she'd be flying for free. Mm-hmm. Man, Pace Picante Sauce's wife is obsessed, allegedly. Rachel D says that would not fly. No, Nana would be like, we got to get you off the internet. You're being cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. All right. And you only get one life and you're not going to spend it doing that. Thank you. The Olap says, am I the only one that's watching the phone battery life on each screen? No judgment. No judgment. My phone battery it's plugged in right now, but it struggles. All right. So no judgment. Yeah, the Bad Biz Casual crew. It's true. It's true, you guys. Okay. Now let's head over to Miss Evolved Being Megan's. What's her name? Dan Connor's daughter, Megan Connor, third verse. Also, I think you guys put enough comments in my last video to make me roast her little snarky podcast she does with her blonde friend. So we might have to, I don't know if we'll get to that today, but I think we're going to have to. All right. So let's check out the Meegster. Let me share this with you guys in the comment section. All right. On her last video, when she was looking for love in all the wrong places, she was just looking for attention. She was looking to blame all of us because she can't be a professional YouTuber. That just makes me laugh. Saying it out loud doesn't make anyone else laugh. It makes me laugh. She's like, you guys didn't let me be a professional YouTuber. It's your fault. No, bitch, you're boring. Okay. And your cousin's schmurder trial, it's over. And you can't live on the coattails of a schmurdering cousin your whole life. You just can't. All right, you got to pivot. Even Laura Matthias pivoted. You didn't pivot. And that's why you should have never went all in on her. Okay, so look at her with the big 12K views. You know. Oh, the Mental Health Friday with Websleuths. Oh, God, I might have to watch that. The two people who know nothing about mental health are going to have a mental... It should be at the hospital. They should have it at the hospital. Allegedly. Okay. I got to pause her before I hear. Okay, thank God. All right, so we're going to go into the comments. And let's see what's going on down here. All right. Here we go. All right. So remember, Megan loves when you guys comment. She loves people with different opinions. She loves it, she says. Okay. Allegedly. She loves it.
And line crime.
Okay. So here from the beginning, always love your show. Yes, girl. Judy Duke. Get it, Judy. Duke of Earl. Kind, intelligent. Thank you for being a voice in the wilderness. What? In the wilderness? Girl, she won't even let her dog out of the cage behind her. How is she in the wilderness? Oh my God. And I was watching Dreadful Penny. Shout out to Dreadful Penny before I went live. When I was curling my hair, I was watching Dreadful Penny, and she was going over one of the snark podcasts that Megan and her blonde friend Kristen did after Megan did like a 4-hour live on Christina. Just defaming her. And Megan, her dog, what is her dog's name again? I already forgot. I want to call not Lolita, Loki. Free Loki, hashtag free Loki. Loki came over looking for some love, and she's like, I already let you outside. Get away from me. Now I'm paraphrasing, but it was like that.
And line crime.
I was like, what? When my dogs come over, I'm like, hi. I can't stop but like talk to them. Have conversations, love on them. Like, none of them are in here with me now, but we do have the kitties on their little cat stand. But she told the dog to get away from her. Who tells an adorable dog, like, I already let you outside? Bitch, I'm sorry. That is your baby. Okay, you don't talk to. She's just gross. Who talks to their dog like that? An adorable dog that she puts in a cage behind her. I feel so bad. Even her co-host, Kirsten, was like, oh, poor baby, about the dog, because she seems to have a heart. But Megan, no heart, nothing. This bitch wants to be a life coach. She can't even treat dogs right. Like, my God, Megan. Ugh, horrible. We're going to have to play that again. I don't know if Dreadful Penny is here, but if you are, I'll drop the link in the description to Dreadful Penny's channel so you can check out how she went over this. I don't know how far she got because I had to come over here, unfortunately. No, I'm glad to be with you, but I wanted to watch the rest of Dreadful Penny's video. And so I don't know if they got through the whole thing, but I'll drop it. But if Dreadful Penny's here, please, please, please make a short of when Megan is so cruel to her dog. It's gross. It's one thing to be mean to humans, but little baby dogs. Are you kidding me? Right, Mary Dean? Girl, she is a problem. She is gross. Okay, but she's such a good person. But her sweet dog was like, hi, Mom. She's like, I already let you out. Get out of here. I'm like, oh my God. Horrible. All right. So good to hear from you. Here's one. Why is he in the cage while you're home and in the same room? Also, he's too large for that little ass space, right? No one's saying you can't have crates and things like that, but it's a small space, and it's weird because she's right there. So why does he need to be in the crate, which isn't even a crate? It's just like something she built into her shitty buffet. He's too large for that little ass space. He couldn't even stand up all the way. That's abuse. I'm going to like that comment. Thank you, moderator 7169. We appreciate you sticking up for the doggos. Let's see. Oh, sorry about the haters. Kristen says, sorry about the haters, man. They must be pathetic to spend their time ruining someone who's never hurt them. People really think like this? Like, that's the funniest part to me. A sad commentary on these kind of folks. Stay true to yourself. And Megan, of course, liked that. Let me see it. If I can find the one where people are questioning her and then she doubles down. I think it would be one that has a lot of comments on it. Okay. Oh, weirdo ladies. In my opinion, you don't owe weirdo ladies any explanation about your path. Guess what? Cloud PhD, CC Cloud PhD, we didn't ask. No one was wondering how Megan was doing. Megan wanted us to know how she's doing and wanted to blame us for her failures in life. And then she also wanted to sad fish to get super chats. That's what it appeared. No one was asking about Megan. Nobody. Who was wondering about Megan? Nobody. Like nobody. Nobody. Okay. I don't think it's that one. Let me double check. Deeply wrong. Okay, no. No. Let me say, yeah. When we heard James Baldwin quote, not quoting James Baldwin for Megan bullshit. Oh my God, leave James Baldwin out of this. He does not care what this Karen has going on over here. Please stop. Please stop appropriating James Baldwin quotes for your weird privileged asses. Okay, you're beautiful. Did she delete any of the critiquing? Hold your head up high. Did she? As part of my depression management. Oh, God. Oh, boy. These comments are about as depressing as Megan. You are a pillar of strength for so many of us.
There's no crying.
What?
There's no crying in baseball.
I mean, in that lady's defense, Olaf, I am a weirdo lady. Okay? I'm an Aquarius. And neurodivergent. So, yeah, I'm like the good kind of weird. That's what I say. Not these kind of weirds. All right. Not Carl Jung said that betrayal is often the best teacher. Oh, not Carl Jung. Oh my God. These people are just insane. Okay. People. All right. The mean girl drama was so frustrating. I've always enjoyed your take on things. Wish you well. Let's see if this has any. No. I should have looked through this before, but anything having to do with Megan just makes me so sleepy. It makes me a sleepy baby. Okay. Boring. Bring a book. Boring. No, thank you. Boring. The way you ended this should win an award for best sign-off ever. Oh, God. Oh.
And line crime.
All that work, what did it get me?
Why did I do it? Oh, girl. Are these people like locked in cages themselves and only allowed to watch one YouTube channel? Because that would explain some of these comments. That would be the only thing that would explain. All right. Oh, she got 9. Good way to go, Megan. You got some money, baby. Since everyone's costing you money, all of us poors are costing you money, and you would totally take us to court for defamation, but we're broke, you said. We're broke. Okay, you're so strong. You're so strong. 100 people suck. I think your FU song is fitting for 2026. It helped me. Oh, boy. I think these are all Megan sock accounts. I can't. Well, no, I know there's probably these people are real, but I want to believe that the world isn't full of this many dumbasses. But sometimes, I admire your courage. Courage to what? Clout chase off her schmurdering cousin and try to make a business off of it? Like what? Grifty McGrifters? Oh, here's one. Finally. Good God. Megan deleted all of them. This person says, it's interesting you claim to want feedback, yet discount all the observations and, dare I say, feedback on how you come across publicly to many. You sweep it nonchalantly to the side, declaring it, quote unquote, wrong. I mean, that's a nice statement. And then here comes Megan at third verse cult says, you're not in this arena taking criticism, and I'm not interested in your feedback. What? What is she talking about? What does that even mean? You're not in this arena. Is she saying because this person is not a content creator? You don't understand. You understand that I voluntarily put myself on YouTube in order to exploit my murderous cousin, and I didn't see the success I was hoping to see. So you don't get to say anything. Like, what is she talking about? And this lady says, takes a lot of guts to face criticism, regardless of what you do with it. Takes zero guts to criticize or attack anyone. But she's not taking or facing the criticism. She's dismissing it as haters and trolls like Tricia does. Oh my gosh. Okay, this person says, I think the polyp sent me over the edge. So self-obsessed. You're worse than Lauren. Oh, damn.
And line crime.
The self-righteousness must be in the Utah water. Oh, justice for Utah.
And line crime.
Back in the 9-hour video, you said it wasn't excessive. You lost me that night. Polyps are quite common, which polyps are quite common. They're quite common. And third verse cult comes back and says, I've never lived in Utah, so I wouldn't know. That's your big takeaway? That's your big takeaway from that? So I wouldn't know. I've never lived in Utah. Have you ever been there? You ever drank water? Do you understand the point she's making? No, you don't care. And then this person goes, oh, my bad. At least I admit it. I mean, that is actually a good point. Means I could admit anything. Oh, goodness gracious. Someone's proud of her. I'm honored to be part of your process. So this person says, very proud of you. You're the definition of resilience. And I feel encouraged, having recently had some of my own setbacks. Oh, no, she had polyps too. You use this time as an opportunity to reflect, grow, and sharpen your channel's focus. What? That's what you took away from this?
Remember, y'all, staying Delulu is the Salulu.
I'm feeling inspired to do the same. What? This got to be bots. This has to be bots. People don't really say this, do they? Oh my gosh. I'm honored to be part of your process. You've got this. Notice how Megan had to say, I'm honored to be part of your, me, begging, Megan. Okay. Blah, blah. Nobody cares. I think she deleted a lot of the criticism ones. Okay. Oh, this is a good question. What is the losing custody of your children part all about? That's a good question. Thank you for asking. Her grandiosity is telling. And then third verse cult says, just a lot of conversations about healthy parenting, especially through the divorce process and parents who are estranged from their adult children. Yeah, bitch, but who are you talking about? That's what she's asking. And this person says, third verse thinks one of the actual victims that doesn't like her lost her child, but she is so removed from the actual family that was affected that she got this wrong. Even if it were true, the trauma the real family experience would make sense. Good parents rely on other family to help them when they feel overwhelmed. But it turns out she was wrong in basing her opinion on Lauren, a journalist who is also not part of the family. And she is trying to stir up actual victims of these crimes. I think this is rated by this crime or maybe affected. This is an abusive, disgusting opportunist. Ooh, a known liar. Ooh, and not much better than Lori. Oh, Lord. And probably would be the same if it weren't. Oh, there's a read more for Josie for happenstance. Oh, boy. Third verse cult says, I have no idea what the fuck you are talking about here. Oh, Megan got her big girl swears in.
And line crime.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about here. My comments about custody have nothing to do with what you're saying. Are you okay? Oh, God. Good one, Megan. Good one. Good one. Are you okay? Are you okay? Oh, yeah. And then they sent her a DM on Patreon. So, yay. All right. Oh, my goodness. Longtime fan, first time caller. Thank you so much. This person says, you smell like bologna. Megan says, I don't smell like bologna. She says, that's what I heard, that you smell like bologna. Even when you're fully clothed, you smell like bologna. Do you eat a lot of bologna? Megan says, I've never eaten bologna. And she said, that's a lie. We have a video of you eating bologna. And Megan says, that's not me. That's AI. And this person said, well, it's a video from 2009. AI wasn't even around then. And Megan says, I don't care. I'm always right. And then that person fell asleep, so they couldn't reply again, allegedly. Moderator 7169, protector of the Doogies, is back, saying there would have been no civil aspect to pursue respectfully. I think she gives a timestamp, 2525. So when she's talking about, taking everyone who did videos about Megan's own words and stuff with their own commentary, taking them to court for defamation. And then someone says, there would be indeed, respectfully. Leffy emoji. Leffy. Someone said, thanks for being you, even though you smell like bologna. A lot of her fans that must be like a common thing where she smells like bologna. Does she eat a lot of bologna? Full of bologna. We don't know. Something about bologna, though. Okay, this person asks, you can afford U.S. healthcare. Amazing. Fantastic. You're offered so many jobs. Go for it. Unfortunately, YouTube isn't for all. It's not. You don't need relevancy from a murdering cousin or channels like HTC that use you. Please don't lock your fur family in a wall cabinet. Regular walks will do you both good. All the best in healing and living a good life. And then Megan says, the dog. What do you mean the dog? It has a name. Its name is Loki. The dog isn't locked. The door is closed, but the dog door isn't locked. He comes and goes as he pleases and gets plenty of time outside. Who believes that?
You sure about that?
Miggy. No.
You're despicable.
No, Miggy. No, I don't think so. Nice try. Oh, yeah. So Megan's like, he can get out if he wants to. He chooses to be locked up like Akon. I got locked up. They won't let me out. More people is talking about how she smells like bologna. This one says salami. That when she talks, that you just smell salami. So it's hard to talk with her, but they want to keep subscribed to her channel, but they can smell it through the screen is what they're saying here, which is just like, oh my God. That's got to be bad. That's got to be gingivitis or something. There's more to that. You should go get that looked at, Megan. Forget about the polyps. They're fine. You need to get it starts at the gums and stuff, and it affects the overall body health. So you want to check that out. Someone said, knew something was wrong. You were smelling like salami and bologna, and you weren't making any sense. Oh, God. This one says, are you high on your own supply? This person says she has bologna farts. I mean, these are fans of hers, but they are not saying the nicest things about her and the bologna. And the farting. What's up with these ladies? Everybody farts, but they've really weaponized their farts. Even the Australians are like, oh, keep doing you, but you smell like salami. You should get that looked at. And Megan's like, thank ya. I am one of the chosen ones. Joseph Smith chose me to lead the brigade of baloney smellers. Okay, this is where she speaks French for a second. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Je vous en prie. Thank you for saying. I smell like baloney. My pleasure, Megan. So Anne says, you do reek. Eureka. This person says she doesn't know how to wipe her butt. It's weird. Like that's your fan base, allegedly, This person talks about going to a licensed psychologist. Megan says, I'm so sorry. If you would have been with me, you could have smelled my salami breath and my bologna butt. Oh, and Megan admits she didn't get the adjunct professor position because the students were like, ew, and they were all vegans because they're in college, and so they smelt the bologna and they were like, no. Someone said, you're such a gift minus the salami smells. Oh, Megan, now I kind of feel bad for Megan. I didn't know she had this.
It's inappropriate.
Allegedly for entertainment purposes. Blah, blah, salami. Okay. This person says, I might have stayed subbed if you had come on here and said, you know what? I was wrong about Lauren. Being wrong is fine, but you can't even admit it. I mean, she can't, Leanne. And then another person says, well, there is a problem. Lauren is a liar and a fraud, and you are now in the same place because you refuse to acknowledge the evidence that she lied. Let's give it up for these two. Well done. Well done. And then third verse, Salami Butt Megan says, AFAIK, I think that stands for all fatty, all in no. I think that's the acronym. She has not lied to me. I have not found her to be dishonest, really, even after the text came out where she was talking shit about you. Some people think she has because they have different perspectives and they're entitled to it. Oh, got different perspectives. So Megan just admitted that her standards are very low to the flow. Dig it up. Okay. You got to dig for her standards. This person's mad at Mindswimmer, who we loved that comment. Why would you ask such rude questions? And if you need to, I think Mindswimmer also asked her when she was diagnosed as a narcissist. If you need a reminder of how great Mindswimmer is, here you go.
You haven't earned the right to claim to be a life coach just to get the grift. Are you broke?
Whoa, it was never my intention to brag. Steal it all away from you now. But God, does it feel so good?
Because I got him where I want him now. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. All right. This person, Bella, says the knife in your back, question mark, question mark. Kresha said the same thing, exclamation point, exclamation point. Third verse is interesting. And then Josie and the kitty cat says, no one feels bad for you. Josie. And then Salami Butt Megan says, I'm not asking for anyone to feel bad for me. What the fuck? Yes, you are. You did a whole live about, I used to make more money. There was like 4 or 5 months where I made okay money when my cousin was on trial for murder. And then I couldn't keep it going. So it's all your fault. It's not my fault. It's your fault. Yeah. You're like, I'm a single mom. You threw out the cancer card, the single mom card. You threw everything. Your salami butt. You threw it all out there. Precancerous polyps, on the verge of tears. My God, lady. You were asking for sympathy. Cash money millionaire. That's what you were
get back to Brad Pitt.
Asking for. And you got it. Josie says, it seems like it. Why did you go on I'm poor and my book won't sell rant? Oh, God, Josie. Josie and the kitty cats. Are you flirting with me? He goes, I think I love you. Oh, what am I so afraid of? I'm afraid that I'm unsure of. A love there is no cure for. And then a third verse, baloney butt, Megan says, wasn't a rant. Financial transparency, bitch, nobody asked. You were triggered as fuck. Nobody asked to see your finances. Who wants to see your finances? Nobody. Do the channels you follow offer the same trans? Why would I? Why would anyone show their finances? We're not the one being accused of weird stuff. All right. We're not the ones out here doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on Laura Matthias. We're doing great. All right. We're not the one that thinks Laura Matthias is going to invite us to her Pottery Barn knockoff dinner table one day. She's not. She's not. Why would anyone get online and show their finances? That is some lol cow shit. That is some bottom of the barrel, you lost the plot, baloney butt business. That is not normal. It is not normal. Most people watching will go, I don't want to see this bitch's finances. Especially if you're like trying to brag or you're trying to say, look how poor I am. Because there's always going to be someone in the chat who's going to be like, I would love to make that. It's just so tone deaf. You lack all self-awareness. You think you're doing something and you're not. You're cuckoo. I can't with Megan. So she's like, do other channels offer such transparency? No, because we're not scammers, liars, and grifters. So solved it for you.
Let's get back to Brad Pitt.
And then Josie and the kitty cats, who I am in love with, says, so you're dry begging because you fucked up. No one wants to find you because they realized you're full of shit. Sounds like you did it to yourself. And the trial was over. Sorry, your book sucked. You guys.
save big money. You save big money when you shop Menards.
Injected in my veins. I love it when these scammy, self-righteous, sanctimonious pieces of baloney ass get called out so hard in the comments. Sorry, your book sucked. I mean, for real. Write a better book. I don't know. Do something else. You're obviously not good at what you're doing. And then Josie in the kitty gut says, you're embarrassing. Third verse says, I never said I was poor. I'm offering transparency about one aspect of my holdings. Bitch, nobody asked. Again, nobody asked. You look desperado. It's not a good look. It's weird. I'm sorry you're jealous of people who know how to run a business. Bitch, you don't know how to run a business. That's what the financials showed us. Now she's coming at the people in the comments going, so you don't know how to run a business. Neither do you. Neither do you. You couldn't last on YouTube for like, oh my God, it is a marathon, not a sprint. And you failed right out the gate. You got a couple thousand and you're like, I'm quitting my job. I'm quitting my job. I'm now a professional content creator. This will last forever. I don't have to be more interesting. I don't have to change the quality of my work. I don't have to have charisma. They will just give me the shmoney because my cousin murdered people. Like, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You really thought you were going to get rich off this. And then you failed, and then you showed us you failed. But then you couldn't fully own the failure. So then you had to go, but I could be an executive for Pepsi and Coke and Apple and Google and Big Lots if I wanted to, because they all offered me executive level positions. Who says that? Who says that? I would just take the L and be like, yeah, I fucking failed. I suck. Who cares? Rather than go, but I could be a tax preparer, an adjunct professor, or an executive for 3 different companies. But you know what? I turned it all down and I started brand new from scratch, even though I said I'm a single mom and I have to take care of all my family. I turned down these great executive level positions to start over from scratch. Yeah, but I can't tell you right now what that is. You'll have to wait. Yeah, stay tuned because I'll be back crying and bragging in the same breath very soon. Just wait. I'll be back, or I'll be on Tricia's channel saying, I don't know. Do you know? We don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows anything. Yes, Marshall, executive level position she was offered. Executive. Right away, they were like, come in. What was your major? Music? Oh, would you like to run PepsiCo? How about the Coca-Cola Classic Company? Would you like to run Google? We always wanted someone who can play the piano to run Google. Did you write the fuck you song? Well, get out. Why didn't you say so, baloney butt? We got a job for you. Executive level. Janitorial, maybe. No, not even janitorial. Like, you know what I don't even think she would. I don't think she knows how to clean, allegedly. But God forbid Megan had like a real job. You know, she has to make up these jobs. Oh, right. Music teachers get all the goods. Yes. Come on in. Come on in. Okay. So I never said I was poor. I'm offering transparency about one aspect of my holdings. I'm sorry you're jealous, Baloney About Megan says, of people who know how to run a business and game the system. What? Game the system? I'm sorry you're jealous of people who know how to run a business and game the system. Game? Are you admitting that you're like a phony and a fake? I'm guessing your tax return reflects W-2 income. No shame. Just don't hate on those of us who know how to do it better. What? This is what? Megan, you are just like, ugh. This is embarrassing. What is she talking about? You just showed us how you shit the bed and failed. And you just wanted to be a podcaster, content creator so bad. You wanted to lead the lives of people through life coaching, even though you refuse to get certified. And you can't run your own life. What is she saying here? I'm sorry, I don't always speak delusion. I'm sorry you're jealous of people who know how to run a business and game the system. What? I'm guessing your tax return reflects only a W-2 income, you dumb bitch. No shame. Oh, really? Then why did you say that? Just don't hate on those of us who know how to do it better. Do what better? So what you're doing is better? I'm going to need this explained to me. What is she talking about? I mean, I know she's has a superiority complex and she's very insecure, clearly. But this is crazy. Rachel D, thank you for coming in with the super chatter. For cracking me up with your unfortunately comment about having to leave DP's show today. Right there with you. Love you both so much. I was like, oh, Dreadful Penny is keeping me so entertained and I like this. And I was like, I gotta go live though. I gotta go live. So thank you. When you said DP for a minute, I was like, DP, not double pen. No, okay. Like a rhinestone. Wow, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For the 199 says helping a sister out, not Sarah Crossbody. Yes, not Sarah Crossbody we were talking about earlier. This normal Idaho mom. Thank you for being a member of the LEEN team. Appreciate that. This is like cuckoo stuff that Megan is saying, you guys. Oh, God. Ay, ay, ay. Right, Moonish, I bet you have a W-2 income. It's not an insult. What are you talking about? I'm sorry you're gainfully employed. I'm so sorry. You have like a steady income. You got your W-2. Ugh. Sorry, I know how to do it better. But do you? But do you know how to do it better? Because you just did a live crybabying and begging and blaming people for all your failures and showing us how your money went and it blew up. And you don't know how to pivot. And you don't know how to take any personal responsibility. And you also showed us how you wrote a shitty book that nobody liked. But okay. But feel free to be mean to Josie and the kitty cats. Poor Josie. And then this person says, yeah, there's that. You sure protect yourself a lot. Like a lot. Lady projection. Yeah, that's your true identity. I don't really know what that means. Josie says, you speak so eloquently, Megan, too. So again, Josie's on to her too. And Josie's like, I think this is one of Megan's sock accounts. Megan, would it shock anybody if Megan was just commenting to herself a lot of the time? No. No one would be shocked.
Allegedly.
And then Josie says, and no, I'm not a contract worker, but thanks for the assumption. Taxes are hard as fuck. I'm a single mom too, but I don't make it everyone else's problem. What a novel idea, Josie. Or blame online bullies for it. I work harder, sacrifice for my own shit. Oh. Well, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Thank you. Thank you, Josie. And then, of course, Josie's pegged as an online bully because, you know, can't have any critical thinking here. This random chick, shout out to random chick, says, let me get this straight. You became a life coach because you went through 18 months of treatment and decided you knew how to heal people because you were all healed. The fact that you bragged about being so intentional on not getting certification, you don't have a degree, much less a license, that you want to take the shortcut to life coaching or coaching. The fact that you would give up on a YouTube career because of poor performance. Exactly. She's a quitter. She's a quitter. Megan's one of those people, she wants it quick. She wants it quick and easy. She doesn't want to work hard for anything. If it doesn't happen right away, it's everyone else's fault, which you're blaming on others instead of sticking with it. Most people with any success spent years to build an audience. Yes. They didn't have a mass murdering family members, coattails to jump on. True. You are displaying patterns that, oh God, show that you believe you are somehow smarter, more nuanced, more insightful than all of us who actually put in hard work to get there. You need to study about ethics, boundaries, how to deal with the crisis, how to do many things. I won't bother listing because you think it doesn't apply to you. Revolution, my ass. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. God, another person flirting with me. Random chick. I got a crush on you. Megan gave up. Helen knows, we all know, if you are someone who's out there trying to start your own thing, no matter what business you're in, but let's just say, content creation. It's a hustle. It's a struggle. It's a thing. You got to stay with it. You got to pivot. You got to be like a carny about it. You have to have self-awareness. You have to go, okay, I'm doing this, isn't working. And you have to you got to be plugged in. You got to be willing to work hard, even though half the time, people are probably like, that doesn't look very hard. I'm not saying it's the hardest job in the world. It's not. But like with anything, you got to fucking be all in. And you got to take your defeats and take your hits and just go, and keep it moving. You can't blame anybody else. That's the way it is. All right. The algorithm changes, your rates change on your Google ads and things. There's so many factors, but that's the thing we chose to do. So what are we going to crybaby about it? Who cares? Why would people want to hear content creators crybabying about it? Like, that's what you chose to do. That's your job. So figure it out. Just like anything else, you got to fucking figure it out. I don't. But she is a baloney-ass baby woman who has salami breath, allegedly. So she doesn't think that applies to her. She quit right away. She just gave up. She's like, this is hard. This hard. And she's triggered by as you can see, she's one of those people who anyone who puts a negative comment in the chat, she pulls it up. There can be a million people saying nice things about her, and she wants to focus on the negative. And that will also affect your audience too. Because people are like, why is she doing that? I've seen so many of these grifty, fraudster, scammy content creators do that. Because they just cannot help but make themselves the victim. Like, people are going to come in your chat and be like, you suck balls, and you're stupid, you're not funny, and the Minnesota Timberwolves suck. That's why I'm just like, okay, bye. Like, I don't even have the time. Mention nothing, because why would I want them to take away from the energy of the show? Unless it's like a super funny troll, like a diarrhea troll, which I used to get this diarrhea troll like years ago, and it was so fun. It would make me laugh so hard. But people just aren't clever like that anymore. There's not just enough diarrhea clever people. So why would I shift the focus to some, person saying one thing when everyone else is, this doesn't make any sense. But that's Megan. So Megan says, hi there. So you clearly missed a large part of the story. No, we didn't. Salami, Megan. But I'm most interested in your comment. All of us who actually put in the hard work to get there. Please tell me more about that and why you feel threatened by me. Huh? Megan, how did she take random chick's comment and turn it into random chick feels no one's threatened by you, girl? Oh my God. This one.
When I decided to do coaching, I decided not to become certified.
I use a combination of lies, manipulation, cheating, stealing, gaslighting, bullying, insulting, and flexing.
What the hell? I don't even know if I've ever written that. Sorry, you're threatened by me. Oh, God. Somebody slap me if I do. Oh, God. And then Moon Edge Supernova, good to see you there. It says, because people without clinical experience posing as clinicians cause harm, Megan. Thank you.
Well, I've been waiting for this moment all my life.
Yeah, they do. People who have a certification or knowledge in anything that want to tell people how to live their lives, it can be actually very harmful. All the while criticizing people who actually went to school for this. It can be really harmful. Megan. That's I was watching, is it Allegedly Innocent? I think Allegedly Innocent's channel. And she was bringing up a great point. Oh, it was on the tip of my tongue too. About Megan. And just how self-absorbed she is. Oh, okay. Oh, I remember. To think that she went through this group therapy for women or whatever she was talking about with salami or whatever. And that she felt like think of the ego you'd have to have. She was like, I feel like these women weren't getting better quick enough, or it wasn't landing for them. I'm paraphrasing, but I think I need to help them and write a book. So she was basically saying she's the only one out of that group who figured it out, got anything. The rest of these women are lost, and without her, they would be fucked. So she's got to write this book. Walking into my fire crotch is the name of her book, I think, allegedly. So like, I survived my fire crotch walk, she said, because she dated like a ginger one time or something. Allegedly. I didn't read the book. I'm just guessing. So now all these women, she's the only one who got it. She's the only one. You know, help me, Obi-Wan. Like, she's the only one. And I'm like, holy allegedly you're here. Yes. Sorry if I butchered your point, but I was watching you the other day and I was like, yes, that's so fucking true. How do you take that away? If you've ever been in like a group therapy, that's always the people who are doing like, you know, AA stuff. And right away they're like, I think I'm going to coach people how to get sober. It's like, bitch, you need to learn how to get sober yourself first. Those are always like the narcissistic personalities. They're like, I think I got it. I better save you all now. It's like, you just got sober yesterday. That was like Jax Taylor from the Valley when he allegedly went to rehab. He was like, now I'm helping people. It's like, you couldn't help anyone. What? Helping people snort things up their nose? That's all you could help with? Like, what are you talking about? Oh my gosh. Jeez. Yes. Hashtag free Loki all day, every day. All right. Back into these comments. So, a lot of negativity comes from bots and AI to undermine your presence. We're all bots and AI over here. I was guessing that Megans had to be bots and AI, but I guess there's just some really interesting people out there. Someone said secondhand embarrassment for the trolls. Megan, even though your butt smells like salami and your breath smells like bologna, I'm here for you. Who would think you're a narcissist, fraud, or grifter besides half the internet? Good luck with your salami butt. Allegedly. Someone says, oh, walking my dog. Megan, you should take notes. I think they're talking to you in their scream name too. Walk your dog. And when your dog comes up to you and tries to love on you during a stream, don't tell it to get away. You're already such an unlikable creature. The only thing likable about you was the fucking dog. Okay? Free Loki. Free Loki. So Lauren was your downfall. Megan's not going to like this one. Lauren is her one true love. She says, oh, 'tis my Lauren. Oh, 'tis my love. Oh, that I wear the microphone cover on Lauren's microphone that I may graze my lips upon Lauren's lips as she speaks her lies and venomous looks to her husband, John. Oh, 'tis my Lauren. Oh, 'tis my love. Like, she just is obsessed. She's not going to like this. Josie's back. What up, Josie? Well, I've been waiting for this moment. Josie says a lot about her judgment and or what motivates her. I mean, Josie, why are you always, I got to give Josie just and this person says, it took courage to stand up for Lauren. No, it didn't. Lauren was the big channel. Lauren had the platform. Lauren had Doo-Doo Ron with her, who has over 500,000, I believe, subscribers. Lauren is the bully. If you adults want to speak in bully terms, it would be Lauren. Lauren was utilizing her platform to pick on Christina, who did not have a platform like that. And all the other women that she disparaged and talked shit about. She was using her friends with platforms to push forth this false narrative and these lies about the civil stalking injunction. So no, it took zero courage to stand up for Lauren, because at that time, no one knew who these other women were. So there was a better chance that everyone listening was going to side with Lauren, because she had unfortunately gained their trust through being, content creation and being there. And they had never experienced Lauren bringing anything personal like this to the internet, I don't think. And so they wanted to believe her. So these 300,000+ subscribers, it's not a flex. It's not brave to stick up for the majority. What are you talking about? It was the easiest thing Megan did. But unfortunately for Megan, it didn't have the response. It didn't come with the outcome she thought it would. She thought she would be, the hero. She would have all the subscribers. She would be on Lauren's level. You'll never be on Lauren's level. I mean, in shystiness, fraudulent, boringness, bitchiness, yes, you're on Lauren's level. But as far as success on the YouTubers, no, Miggy, no. So they said, took courage to stand up for Lauren, and I applaud her for it. Oh, boy. Bullies and abusers. Bullies and abusers. Good Lord. Hyperbolic much? Like, come now. Come on. Get away with it and go on to abuse more when others run into their safe corner and fail to address it. What? What the fuck is this bitch talking about? What are any of these bitches talking about? Do you ever just feel like you're getting dumber reading what these people are saying? I can't.
What's the matter with you people? You're sad that people are mean? Well, I'm sorry. The world isn't one big liberal arts college campus. We eat too much. We take our spoiled lives for granted. Feel a little bad about it sometimes. No. You want to put all your shit up on the internet and have every single person say, hooray for you. Fuck you. You're all pricks.
Fuck you. You're all pricks. You're not being bullied because someone doesn't like what you do. I mean, Jesus Christ. Get a clue. You're going to put up stuff. People aren't going to like you. You know how many times I lose subscribers? And sometimes I do it on purpose. Because I just have to like flush it out. I need to keep open-minded, critical thinking people. Just like, all right. I just put up 2 shorts while watching the game about Trump's dumb antics. And people were like, I hate you, Joleen. You fooled me. I'm done with you. And I just, okay, thank you. That's it. I don't think they're trolls or anything. I think they thought I was something that I'm not. Or I'm not a fan of the orange pedo. And I'm very open about that. And that's that about that. So with me standing in my own, truth, people aren't going to always like that truth. And they're going to leave. That's not Megan's fault. It's not even their fault. They'll go find someone who agrees with them. Or they'll watch me through a secret sock account because they'll realize the orange pedo will never give them what I will give them, which is entertainment. Okay? And that's just how it goes. That's how it goes. That's how it is. Some people hate that, and that's okay. But geez, the crybabiness these people have. Oh, like it's somehow brave. It's like, no. Some people aren't going to like things you say. And then they're going to be like, fuck you, I'm unsubscribing. And you're going to have to go, okay, good luck. That's it. One day I posted on the community wall because I thought it was funny on my community post. Because what did she say? I think that I was going to rot in hell. Right? Didn't she say I was going to? Something about hell. She was sending me down to hell.
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Turn his TV off. And I was like, oh, not hell. Don't tempt me with a good time, lady. So, okay. So, blah, blah, blah. In my safe space. Okay. I don't understand the logic. But Lauren wanted a TikToker to go to jail for making TikToks. And that didn't even mention her name. I just don't understand the logic. Thank you, Walking My Dog. And then this Bellatina says, taking information from anyone's personal cell phone. No one took information from someone's personal cell phone. No one stole anything from Lauren's cell phone. Lauren is a fucking idiot. And she talked a lot of shit. And guess what? It caught up with her. All right. She did a lot of stuff and had a lot of fake accounts and went into Facebook groups and went on to fucking Reddit with these accounts and shared about how she took Lori Hellis's book and she got it through tricking Nate Eaton. All of these things Lauren shared with people in group messages. And once you put it in a group message, it's not private, bitch. They act like someone hacked her phone. That's what Lauren wanted people to believe. That's what she was putting forth. Someone hacked my phone. And Lauren cried. And that's not what happened, bitch. Eventually, you talk enough shit, it's going to catch up with you. Okay?
And line crime.
So, anyone's personal cell phone, no one accessed your personal cell phone except for Gray Bay. Contacting their longtime business associates, that never happened. The lie detector determined that was a lie. Didn't happen. Calling a spouse's employer, etc. I don't remember Christina doing that. Is a bit more than just making TikTok videos. Curious, how would you react? Okay. Bellatina just, again, doesn't want to see the everything that's come out. But okay, cool. Walking My Dog says, I wouldn't involve the judicial system or try to get a restraining order. Yep. The whole crime con fiasco was bad as well. If she was so afraid for her life, why was she willing to go to the venue where her schmurderer would be? Tell me when you would do or what you would do. Secondly, would your husband let you travel alone to a venue when you are both aware someone is there that you feel threatened by? You feel very threatened?
And line crime.
If it was real, I doubt she would have gone, especially last minute like she did. Lauren also harmed the family of Lori Daybell. How can her fans not see the facts? Yep. I mean, good Lord.
And line crime.
Third verse, cult baloney butt salami breath says, Lori Daybell's family was harmed. How? Well, you were born. Allegedly, you guys, allegedly. Okay. Megan was born and the whole family went, yeah. How? Also, husband allowing you is absolutely wild. So this is where Megan pretends to be a feminist. This is where she pretends to be a feminist. Wow, you're really saying that? Women can do anything except for criticize me. This guy, Nana Jeannie. Oh, Nana's mad. Not my Nana. Says, shut up. Go away. The story's done. Guess what, Nana Jeannie Marie? You don't get to decide when the story's done. Oh, my God. Shut up. Go away. The story is done. That's what people say when they try to do some scandalous shit and it doesn't work. And they want everyone to shut up about it. No. Because we know history has a way of repeating itself if we don't remind people what happened. And then Nana Jeannie Marie comes through. Take Nana out of your name. You're hurting my Nana. She says, we see through bullshit. We can see when someone is projecting is very immature. Really? Because that's Schmegan. That's Schmegan. Then Walking My Dog says, excuse my misspelling of Lori's name. Have you listened to Kay, Crusha, and Colby? Megan, I'm sure she has, but she won't admit it because she's a liar. Also, filming Larry for having a sobbing meltdown over losing JJ, that was gross. Lauren and John did that. Yeah. Why? Lauren's text regarding her dislike of you. Oh, God, get her walking the dog. And mocking other people in your family have been made public, yet you blindly continue to support her. That is perplexing to me. And I wish you had more self-worth.
Girl, you sturdy as hell. Speak 3 languages and I heard you read Braille.
I like Walking My Dog 10. She's good people. And then Megan, third verse, salami breath, baloney butt says, I have listened. Oh, you have? You said you were going to say something. I have listened and I have had private conversations that the general public, how are you going to be talking about how people spell and then you put general public and you capitalize public, that the general pubic will never know about. People like to come their own conclusions, even when all the information is available. And in this case, it's not. What? Kresha, Kay, Colby, they've all spoken out. What are you talking about? Private conversations. They've told us. Huh? Oh, Schmeeg. Schmeeg is a liar. She's a liar. This lady is a liar.
And line crime.
Walking My Dog 10 says, I appreciate that perspective, Megan. Begging Megan, I know it is true that we are mostly seeing one side of the story. I will say no more. And then this please says, since Lauren did involve the judicial system, her stalker was not supposed to be at CrimeCon. Oh, here we go with this. Per the temporary restraining order that was granted by the court saw her claim as valid. You can't educate these people. You really can't. On how temporary ROs work. It's just like right away. They just want to forego the justice system as a whole and go, guilty, obviously guilty, knowing that that's not how it works with temporary ROs. Oh, and Lauren is the one who didn't want to finish out the trial. I wonder why. Could it be that the judge was onto her, saw right through her, and was like, nah, bitch, you can't do this. You can't weaponize the justice system to try to shut someone up. That's crazy business. Oops, I don't want that one. Which one do I want? I want dopamine. There we go. Sorry, guys. So it couldn't possibly be because the judge seemed to see right through Lauren after the first time that they met.
We got to be careful how we're using the tools of the law in this courtroom. And I expect the parties to use common sense. Again, a stalking injunction is not a remedy for shutting down speech that a person doesn't like somebody saying about it. And it seems like that that's what you're trying to do in this case.
And line crime.
I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it.
Couldn't have possibly been because of that, right, guys? No. I think I took a screenshot of what Hella was highlighting because we'll have to go back to Megan's little thing another time because I want to get a little bit of Tricia roasting in, and Megan's comment section is just taking all the joy out of life. So I thought I did when... Let me see if I can find it here, you guys. Smash that like if you haven't already. I know that Hella had all this good stuff. And I thought I screenshotted just 2 that were very interesting. But now, of course, I can't. I can't find them. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We need a see. Where are you? Hella. Burn, burn, burn. Hella. Oh, check super chat. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Quinn. Quinn says check email from me. Let me check the email real quick and see what we got going on. Oh. Oh. What? 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 Okay, I'm going to need to look into that some more. This has to do with Megan's old business in Texas, Third Verse Investment, and then possibly being linked to Websleuths somehow. Okay, I'll have to look into that before I say anything on that. Oh my goodness. All right, people really want me to play the first 10 minutes of Tricia's live from last night. All right, we got Megan, hurry up. Where's the comment where freaking Megan doubles down on how Christina should have went to jail? Because Hella showed it and I can't find it, so I don't know if she deleted it. So if anyone knows which comment it is, feel free to let me know. Bling is the new black. Thank you so much for coming in with the super chat. Says I need someone to send me information. Tri-Cities Animal Shelter. I have a nonprofit farm animal sanctuary at Piggy Sue. Oh my god, that's so cute, like Peggy Sue Rescue, and I work with them all the time, and they have no knowledge of this donation. I need someone to send me information about Tri-City Animal Shelter. Do you just need their website? Because I can give you their websites. Because it is in, I think, Duncanville. It's the one in Duncanville, Texas. I think this is the one here. So I'll drop it in the chat for you. Hopefully this is helpful. I also have it in linked in other videos in the description, along with animal rescues that we have rescued some of our babies from. So if you want to check that out, but I think this is the one. Okay, yes, Mad Chatter. Okay, last night is one I told you. All right, yes, you did. You did. Okay. Yeah, very intriguing. I mean, there's just new stuff popping up all the time with these scammers. It's crazy. Okay, I'm thinking it was maybe in here, third verse. Boring. A lot is just about her salami butt and salami front. Some people are talking fupas. I don't do that. I only talk about my own fupa. That is how I was raised, is you don't comment on other people's fupas, only your own. And I do jokes about my fupa. So I'm going to have to find, well, I'll find it and not bore you guys. And again, you can go to Hella's channel. Let me drop the link for that. I'll put it in the description too. And they just did a really great live about this. So they will give you all the things I couldn't. That's why it's great to have so many channels, because like you get all these different perspectives. Like I watch people and I learn shit and I'm like, oh, fuck, I didn't think about that. I'm like, that was good. That was good. We are eating good in the neighborhood when it comes to critical thinking channels that are calling stuff out. So, okay, so there's Hella's channel. So subscribe to them. Yeah, I don't talk about salami cooters, only my own. Ballet flats, Janice. Yes. All right. All right, let's go to, all right, Tricia. I feel like I haven't seen Tricia in a minute because we've been just watching her older stuff as we've been learning. And I really wanted to see what she said about the bullying thing, because I had a feeling she's going to tie it back to herself. I bet she did, but maybe she surprised me. Maybe she didn't. I doubt it. All right. Yesterday was the book club. So you guys want me to watch the first 10 of yesterday's, but I kind of want to watch a little bit of this bullying one to see if she did what I thought she was going to do. So let me just share that one first. And if it's super boring, then we will move right over to the 10 minutes because I got a little bit of time. Okay. Here we go. So this is from 2 days ago where Tricia decided she was going to give her, perspective on the bullied to death storage war star is gone. And I thought, oh God, here we go. Now we got to hear about how they think they're bullied. Oh boy. Oh boy. So let's see what you got, Trish. Who's this? Who did? Oh God.
Email.
Who made
Thank you.
AI song? Who did that? Who's to blame? I'm mad. All right, I gotta put my AirPod in, you guys. Let me turn off this one. Oh boy. Here we go, Tricia. She's got a fancy headband. You fancy, huh? You fancy. Okay.
For sending in your picture. And if you would like us to show a picture of you or your kitty.
No way, Jose. I do not want to be affiliated with you.
Or puppies or any animals, just email.
Oh, she's trying to soften her image. She's exploiting the animals now. We know your best friend Megan puts her dog in a cage while she's online right next to him. And she also tells him to get away from her when the dog comes near her. So Tricia, you can be as nice as you want to animals, but you are hanging out with an animal hater, lady.
Email us, websleuthsvideos@gmail.com, or you can email Stacy at producer@websleuths.com. Producer@websleuths.com. And I want to thank Stephanie for this lovely tie clip. This is my first official tie clip. And you know what is so cool about this is these are my initials. They're written like in cursive. It's TAG. It's hard to see, but isn't that pretty? That is so pretty.
All
Stephanie,
right. What dead body did she steal this off of? I need to know.
Allegedly.
Tricia.
You're despicable.
Oh my God.
thank you so much. That was so generous of you. What a sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have to get the light on it to shine. Lighting in here isn't the best, but hey, what can I say? I gave my lighting crew the night off. So anyway, welcome everybody to a very special edition of Websleuths YouTube Live. What I found out tonight was I started to investigate the story of Daryl Sheets, the Storage Wars guy. I didn't watch Storage Wars. I mean, I knew the concept, but I didn't know any of these people. And I just saw the headlines that Daryl Sheets killed himself. And then you go deeper into the story, and he had been horribly cyberbullied and bullied in person and on the internet. And it was horrific, apparently. And Stacy is going to read a post that he made at Facebook and said if he dies, he didn't do it by his own hand. It was by these people. Anyway, so I'm digging into it, and there is, oh my gosh, you guys, there is so much good information about cyberbullying when it comes to kids, because those are the ones that are really in danger of harming themselves. And they're the ones that are just get horribly cyberbullied at school. I mean, it's not your normal teasing. It's relentless. And now with the internet, and kids have power to do these horrible things to each other, it's terrible. And so there are a lot of stories and resources for kids, which is great. I couldn't find anything about adult cyberbullying other adults. I found like an article or two. There's a site called cyberbullying.org, And they have
It's almost like it's not really a thing. It's almost like it really truly mostly affects kids, and adults weaponize and exploit that term when they don't want to be held accountable for their bullshit.
A little bit on there, but it's mostly about cyberbullying at work and bullying at work. You know, make sure you keep a journal of everything and report it to HR. No, it seems like nobody's caught up with what's really going on. And what I found out about Sheets was the things that were being done to him were just horrific. And we're going to get into a little bit of that as well tonight. But I want to read you a story here from People Magazine, first off. But before I do that, how could I forget? I didn't forget. Let me bring up the one, the only. We call her the insightful one. Stacey, how are you doing tonight, my darling?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Good. And if you are coming here from Websleuths.com, if you went on the front page to Websleuths.com and you saw this video and you went, what the flipping heck, who's that weirdo? And you clicked on it, welcome. My name's Tricia Griffith. I'm the manager of Websleuths.com. Hey, that's what people think. They see me and they go, what a weirdo. I wear that hat proudly with my cowboy hat.
That just reminds me of the first time I talked with you. You basically said the same thing.
I did. What, didn't I tell you I was a weirdo or something like that?
You said, I know the owner and she's crazy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Because you were having trouble getting on Websleuths.com. And I said, don't worry, I know the owner, she's crazy, but I know her. But anyway, welcome. If you are here from Websleuths.com, our wonderful tech genius phrase has made it so if you go to Websleuths.com, we can post a video right there on the front page, and you can see what our topic's going to be about tonight. And you can also go right to the discussion thread from Websleuths.com about Daryl Sheets. And we have some great posts that are being made on that discussion. But People Magazine, this was the first article I read. And it says, Storage Wars, Renee Nzoda reacts to co-star Daryl Sheets' death, urges action against cyberbullies who tormented him. Okay. Now, this coast, again, I didn't watch Storage Wars. I know the general theme of it, but I don't know any of these people. Renee Nzoda is speaking out following the death of his Storage Wars co-star, Daryl Sheets, who was found dead at age 67 in Lake Havasu City from an apparent suicide on Wednesday. In an Instagram video shared after the news broke, he reflected on their relationship, clarifying their on-screen rivalry, didn't reflect the real-life bond. This was not an easy video to shoot. Unfortunately, Daryl Sheets took his own life, so he passed away. Nzoda began. I know a lot of you guys think we hated each other because we competed a lot on the show.
Allegedly!
And, we had our moments. We had our run-ins because we were both competitors, right? We both loved competition with the biggest threat out there. Despite their competitive natures, he emphasized they maintained a friendship over the years. So deep down, me and Daryl were friends. We talked every now and then, he explained. He was a very hard worker that cared more about anyone I've ever met.
Tricia's like, I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know anything about anything, but I'm going to talk about it, and it's going to be great. So, Daryl.
About their family, about his son, about Zoe, his granddaughter, pretty much all of the people in his life. Now, Nzoda also alleged that Sheets had been dealing with cyberbullying prior to his death and used the moment to call for accountability. Rest in peace, Daryl Sheets. Also, I know Daryl would not want something positive out of this, so he had a guy that was really, really tormenting him lately. Cyberbullying, he said. He went on to stress that viewers didn't truly know reality stars beyond what's shown on screen. Guys, just because you watch us on television doesn't mean you know us, Nzoda continued. It doesn't mean you know what we're about. Also, it doesn't entitle you to bully somebody. That's not just us. That's anybody. That's an athlete. You shouldn't cyberbully at all. Now, he broadened his message, urging people to intervene when they see harmful behavior. As a matter of fact, if you have somebody in your life that thinks it's funny to cyberbully other people, may that be a celebrity, athlete, or little girl at school, slap them in the back of the head, make them become a better human being. He went on to emphasize the unseen struggles people may face and highly encouraged authorities to investigate. You never know what demons somebody faces. And what.
So she's just reading the People Magazine article. I want to hear what Tricia thinks about this.
With him, and the things he says are very damaging. This is a felony called cyberbullying.
Okay, wait. Put your smoking frogs in the chat because Swamp Stacy's about to take us to cyberbully school, bitch. It's time for cyberbully school. He deserves to die, you fucking animals!
Oh, get off your cross. We need the wood.
Google numbers, a page called blank, which is a page like making fun of Daryl's business. And he has been going after other small businesses in town and harassing them using my name. It is not me. He has extorted money from many people in this town, acting like a handyman. This has been going on for 3 years with him, and the things he says are very damaging. This is a felony called cyberbullying. And that's the end of it.
Okay, sorry, I was dealing with off from text bug nugget the first here. Did you say that he said if something happens to me, I didn't do it?
Right.
Okay. Well, again, I really hope the police look into it. And if they can prove that cyberbullying pushed him to this point in his life, they need to bring charges. They do.
Just to clarify, what he says is, if anything happens to me, this is him. It says this him. but meaning this is him. So he doesn't exactly say I didn't do it. I just make that.
Yeah, he's saying something happens to me. This is him. In other words, check him out is what he's saying. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Oh, these two are the worst at reporting anything. Oh my God, 364 likes, you guys. We got over 600 watching. Please smash that like if you haven't already.
Gotcha. Okay. So, and again, guys, I never thought in my lifetime I'd have to be talking to you about cyberbullying by adults on adults. It's so ridiculous. But one thing Stacey and I were talking about, and we found through our research, and I've asked a couple of experts to come on. I haven't heard back from them. Hopefully they will. But one thing that is common among all bullies, even if they're like teenagers or adults, they're mentally ill. They're mentally ill. They have very deep issues about insecurity.
Coming, Tricia's like, they're mentally ill. Everybody's mentally ill. You're mentally ill. I'm mentally ill. And I know this because Tricia, am a cyberbully. Tricia, the amount of people that have reached out to me saying that you have harassed them that I haven't even touched on yet is crazy. And this is allegedly.
Allegedly.
But the fact that you're going to talk about this after we read your lawsuit and after what you guys did to Christina and after how you refused to apologize after trying to ruin this woman's life over some bullshit for Lauren Matthias. And then there's other people out there who you call trolls who seem to have I haven't dug too deep yet, but seem to have legitimate concerns, complaints about you and what you've done allegedly. I can't believe you're even speaking on this. This is crazy without including yourself. Thank you so much for the JOJO chat. I got a JOJO chat from Lori. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate the JOJO chat. You guys, JOJO chats are pinned at the top of this live. So thank you. There are links to send to JOJO chat where you can send any comment you want through the Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Links are there. And we will read them aloud and have some fun. Let's have some fun. This beat is sick. I want to take it right on your just go back up. Okay. Stop it, Joleen. Stop it, Joleen. All right. Here we go.
Especially adults. They don't have the empathy, frontal lobe issue. They have an issue with their frontal lobes. They don't have the empathy because if they did, they would not cyberbully because they would know how horrible it is. And cyberbullying, it can mean a lot of things. All right.
Tell us,
anything
Tricia.
on the internet. It could be emails sent to somebody saying horrible things. It could be something.
Well, then Grayson is a cyberbully. Then Lauren's a cyberbully. You're a cyberbully then. Tricia, you're defining things that you and your group have done to people and are being called out for. That's crazy to me. Oh my God. There are whole Reddit threads dedicated to what Tricia has done.
Reddit, because Reddit allows cyberbullying. I see it all the time. Anything on the internet. It could be emails sent to somebody saying horrible things. It could be something on Reddit, because Reddit allows cyberbullying. I see it all the time. It could be, there's YouTube videos that are, YouTube is full of cyberbullies and they don't do
What did I say? They're going to make it about themselves. Tricia, you always bring it.
I've fallen and I can't.
There are YouTube
get
videos
up.
calling me out on my grifting, scamming, and my lawsuits and the things I am saying and having an opinion about it and criticizing me. And that's cyberbullying because they're not licking my ass. And I can't afford one of those companies right now that I talked about in my 2013 lawsuit to get my bad comments wiped. So they're sticking.
So now we're on to YouTubers. So what they're doing is they don't give a shit about this guy. They don't care about the Storage Wars guy. They barely know who he is. They can barely pronounce his name. They read the People magazine article. They use this as a way to victimize themselves once again. I knew it. I knew you were going to do this. The disrespect, the exploitation never stops with these trauma vultures. If they can not only make money, but also make themselves the victim, they're going to fucking do it. And if they can lie, oh, they love it. Once they get on the mic, they're like, time to lie.
It can mean a lot of things. All right. Anything on the internet. It could be emails sent to somebody saying horrible things. It could be something on Reddit, because Reddit allows cyberbullying. I see it all the time. It could be, there's YouTube videos that are, YouTube is full of cyberbullies and they don't do anything about it. And, again, it can be.
This fucking free speech sucks. I hate it. There was this girl, Joleen, and she loves the Minnesota Timberwolves or something. I don't know. And she is just always just, laughing, reading a court document about a lawsuit I previously had, doing parodies. Oh, God. And they won't shut her down. We keep reporting her channel, but they won't shut her down. It's not fair. I want to be able to say whatever I want and fleece people of their money, allegedly. Okay? God, leave me alone. And now she's looking into the, just through my own words and videos, through Beth B and her estate and the phone. Granted, I put all that information out there and it's sus as fuck, but leave me alone. Even though I put it out on the internet for everyone to have an opinion about, but not of me.
Relentless. And just imagine they don't do anything about it. And, again, it can be relentless. And just imagine trying, the only way I can describe it is, I guess, in reality, let's say you get up and you go outside and there's just a group of people around you screaming at you. You're an idiot. You look stupid. Oh, wow. You're a dumbass, just screaming at you wherever you go.
That is a horrible analogy. That is horrible. Because guess what you can do on the internet that you can't do in real life? I can't hit a button and the people are gone if they're screaming outside of my house. But guess what I can do? I cannot watch those videos about me, or I can turn off my phone like an adult. What are you talking about?
It's like people are screaming at you. You're a loser. You're a liar. Did your roof really cave in? Do you have a gambling problem? Like, they're just screaming it at me in person. That is horrible. It's the internet, Tricia. Good God.
That's what it's like to be cyberbullied on the internet.
That is not at all what it's like to be cyberbullied on the internet.
Private is, I guess, in reality, let's say you get up and you go outside and
You're
there's
like
just a group
70.
of people around you screaming at you. You're an idiot. You look stupid. Oh, wow. You're a dumbass. Just.
I wish. Oh my God. If people were just like, you're an idiot. You're stupid. You're a dumbass. You look stupid. I welcome those. People can be far more cutting than that. But Tricia, like, oh, you're an idiot. You're stupid. Well, that's kind of the same, like saying someone's an idiot and saying they're stupid. I regularly get like love letters from people who are just like so sweet. Let me see if I have one of my recent love letters. Sometimes I use them in my stand-up. This lady, all because I posted about my little NBA Trump thing and them interrupting. She replied back, "No, he didn't, you fucking loser," which love it. And then I have an automatic response that replies to my Facebook. So they hate that too. Because then I say, "Hi, thanks for contacting us. We've received your message and appreciate you reaching out." And this lady said, "You need to leave this country. You are the real reason we have dumb fucks in the world." And then I shared something by a gentleman who might be gay. And she said, "Dumbest homo on the planet." So yeah. And that's like a tame love letter that I receive.
Screaming at you wherever you go. That's what it's like to be cyberbullied on the internet. Everywhere you go, those voices are screaming at you and throwing things at you. And that's what was happening to him. But also he claims this guy, showed up at his shop and caused problems at his shop. And the things I've been reading about what he went through was horrific.
This lady, I got a love comment on my last short. It says, Darlene says, "You made this all about you. Do you think you are smart? ? Funny ? Dumbass." I mean, valid point. Good questions, Darlene. Do I think I'm smart? Not always. Do I think I'm funny? Kinda. Am I a dumbass? Sometimes. If we want to be real, I've done dumbass things before. This person, this just says, "I love your channel, Joleen, but I wish you'd stay away from politics and Charlie Kirk's widow and woke, radical, liberal content." Woke, radical. You are shooting yourself in the foot. So they're just trying to give me some business advice. But I don't think they've been around long enough to know that that's kind of what we do over here. But that's fine. Ryan said, "Another blood-curdling liberal."
It's about the fact.
No,
that
Dr. John.
I'm
having chest pain.
Another blood-curdling liberal. Franco Facina said, "Your existence must be so lonely and sad," kind of.
God is a man made up by other men to tell them that they're special.
We're all a little lonely. We're all a little lonely. Franco. We're all a little lonely. Oh, this lady, I see greener. She said, you need to be sent to live in a third world country.
What could be more egregious?
What?
What could be more misleading?
I thought you saw greener. Cat Bama 2022 says, heifer, you're a sick individual, not the heifer. Those were like some of my favorites, but I like to save my favorites. Oh, someone called me a TDS libtard. So, you know, I mean, that's kind of cliche, but yeah. So, I mean, that's people have a lot of opinions. Someone said, seriously, if you were there, I wonder how you would have reacted. Pretty scary stuff, if you ask me. Not an everyday occurrence in my life, thank God. Seems to me the demise of your country and the world doesn't mean a darn thing to you. Selfish you are. From Sydney, Australia. Hella, was this you? Hella.
It's about the fact.
No, John, shut up. Hella.
It's not
Is Hella trolling me? And then, oh, that was my favorite one that I posted. Shut up. You're exactly why people are trying to kill our president. I hope you rot in hell.
Cease and desist. You sent a cease and desist.
That one was my favorite one. So, I mean, you know, it's the internet, babe. It's the internet, babe. It's the internet, baby. I think Hella be trolling me. Hella, you trolling me. Hella. I like it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Okay, here we go.
And again, I don't know if he called the police. I don't know if he filed.
Again, Tricia doesn't know anything. She's going to do a whole video about it so she can make herself the victim, but she don't know nothing about the actual victim. She don't know.
Any complaints with the police? Maybe the police had never heard of it. I hope in the days to come we find out more about it. And I want to know why. Why were they doing this to him? What was the point? Again, you have to really take a look at the person doing the cyberbullying, not just in this case, but in any case where an adult is cyberbullying another adult. Not at work, you know, because again, that could be jealousy and all kinds of crap. Just out of the blue, you start cyberbullying somebody because maybe they're famous, like Daryl Sheets. He's on, a very popular TV show, and somebody decides, oh, I'm just going to make his life hell. It makes them feel powerful because they're sick and mentally ill, and then they feel they have this power over you, okay? And they have some very, very pathetic,
it's an urban legend that's
twisted
never
lives. And again, that's not me saying that. That's just the little bit of research I've done about.
From where? From where? That sounds like you're saying it. Sounds kind of personal, Tricia. That's personal.
She's like, not everyone can have mice in their house fighting over a Dorito. Okay? Not everyone can fleece their supporters out of $20,000 to $50,000. Not everyone.
These fake ass, self-righteous, sanctimonious pieces of shit who get on here and want to talk about cyber stalking when you've done what you've done to people. Give me a break. How are you not looking at yourself in the mirror and laughing? This is ridiculous. It's you. Hi, you're the problem. It's you.
Out adult cyberbullies. And I was trying to think of a good
Stacey's like
good definition of a cyberbully.
Why don't you just look it up? Google it.
Have you and I cyberbullied? I hope not. But maybe we have without even realizing it. You know?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get right with the Lord. Oh, you've definitely cyberbullied under your own definition, bitch. Maybe we have, we didn't realize it. Oh,
I'm having chest pain.
Ow! My cats are getting scared. Oh, bitch. You've definitely tried to put Christina in jail with some lies, with some big channels, and used your platform, bitch. You've definitely villainized people who have definite, literal, legit criticisms of you. This is a Tricia world, but it would be nothing without some grifters and some scams. Trishy Poo, you can't be serious. You cannot be serious. Oh my God. I knew it. I knew she was going to make this about herself. I didn't know it'd be this bad. I should have known. I don't think we've ever done that. What? I just showed you stalking Christina's tiki-taki for you guys to push forth lies to get this woman locked up over her TikTok account to protect Lauren Matthias's bullshit. You got all the proof in front of your faces now, and you're still riding dirty. God.
By going on and saying something really rude. I said something really rude once about somebody's...
Once? Bitch! I can't.
It's an urban legend that never happened.
I've clocked you saying rude shit so much. Look what you've done to Daphne. Somebody call Daphne. Daphne, hey, it's me, JoJo, your new best friend. Tricia is a lying McLiarson. She's talking cash money shit about you on the internet because she thinks you don't know what YouTube is. Get her, Daphne, get her. All the times you've disparaged people, use your platform to lie on people with no receipts. Oh my God, that is far worse than someone coming over and being like, you're stupid. You look dumb. Why are you wearing your John Travolta suit?
Again, that could be jealousy and all kinds of crap. Just out of the blue, you start cyberbullying somebody because maybe they're famous. Like this, like Daryl Sheets. He's on, a very popular TV show, and somebody decides, oh, I'm just going to make his life hell. It makes them feel powerful because they're sick and mentally ill, and then they feel they have this power over you, okay? And they have some very, very pathetic, twisted lives. And again, that's not me saying that. That's just a little bit of research.
I'm sorry. I keep stopping. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not really sorry, but I'm saying sorry. Tricia, you drive to a dead woman's house who was a subscriber of yours that you dry begged off of, and it looks like you used her for her money, went to her house when she told you not to, and then fought to become the administrator of her estate. But the rest of us have sad, pathetic lives. What? You've been sued for taking people's money, saying it was for certain things that you were sad fishing for, your roof, your mold, your broken sink, blah, blah, blah. You couldn't get enough money. You got 11,000, then you got 6,000. You needed more. And then people who were kind and believed in Websleuths.com then had to submit their own depositions to say, this bitch fleeced me. We think she might have a gambling problem. And when asked about gambling problem, you pled the fifth.
I'm having chest pain.
Who's living a more pathetic life than that? That's horrible. You're sitting on a bed of lies. Everything you have there, you said, came from Beth B. Only it came months later after she died. You've admitted to stealing a dead woman's phone that you're hiding in a Faraday. Apologies if I'm saying that wrong. I'll just say a Wayfair bag. Hiding out while disparaging Daphne, trying to set a narrative that you're going to go after her. It's going to be the biggest story. And you're using your deceased subscriber / friend's death as a true crime story to monetize on your channel. It doesn't get much sicker than that, bitch. And I need you to wake up. I need you to wake up, ho. I need it. Chickenhead, thank you so much for coming in with the $4.99. Chickenhead says, she freaks me out. Seen firsthand people who scam. Yes, and you're preying on people, it appears, who are older, who have money, and might not have family currently present. And any of us who have, either experienced that ourselves, I mean, myself discluded because I'm 46, so I'm not necessarily in that age range yet, but any of us that may be protecting our parents or in-laws or family members, older family members from getting scammed by people like you, this is insulting on so many levels. And it's serious on so many levels. Because it seems like I said, you're not new to this, you're true to this. And you have been allegedly doing this for years. Allegedly. We haven't even gone into Nun Helen. The nun you lived with, and then you're wearing her ring, and then how come all these people die by you? What's happening? Allegedly. We got questions, Tricia. We got questions. No, Nana wouldn't fall. Nana clocked Tricia right away. Nana was like, no, I don't like that one. I was like, Nana. I mean, Tricia, it doesn't get much grosser than you and what you've done. And we don't even have to speculate what you did. You put it on the internet. You've been doing this forever.
And they have some very, very pathetic.
That's you.
Twisted lives.
That's you, bitch. That is you. Got a stalker every 5 seconds, you say. You got trolls. You got some cousin. What was it? Cousin Gary? Cousin Larry? Oh, my God. You were trying to make it seem like he was making people prank call you. Girl.
And again, that's not me saying that. That's just the little bit of research I've done about adult cyberbullies. And
a little bit of research, bitch. You did no research.
I was trying to think of a good definition.
I got one. Tricia Griffith. Stacy. Lauren Matthias. Megan Connor. There are your definitions of cyberbullies.
Of a cyberbully. Because have you and I cyberbullied? I hope not. But maybe we have without even realizing it, you know, by going.
Oh, there's her out. Maybe we have without even realizing it. Yeah. Maybe we did. Maybe we did. Maybe we did.
On and saying something really rude. I said something really rude once about somebody's voice. And it was and it was a VJ.
I'll say something about your voice. Both of your voices suck. Okay. Stacy's got a throat full of Marlboro Reds, and you got all of the demons of the people you fleeced in your throat. Okay. Shut up, Tricia. Tricia's I said it once. Girl, no, you didn't. You did it. A lot. You talk a lot of shit.
On MTV. And I said something really rude once about somebody's voice.
What is that mental illness where you lie and you pretend to have, you feign a little bit of like self-awareness and say, I did this once. And then you give an example of something that is just a nothing burger. And you go, now I feel better. I got that off my chest. What's that mental illness called? I think that's what we're seeing here.
And it was and it was a VJ on MTV. And
what the fuck?
No one would want to stalk that ugly bitch.
Was it Kennedy? Was it old school Carson Daly?
I posted it like on their website.
Not Kurt Loder.
And I'm not even gonna say what I said because it was so rude and it was so mean. And to me, that was cyberbullying. I didn't need to be rude and mean. You know, I could just say I didn't like their voice. I didn't need to say the horrible thing that I did.
One time I said, Kurt Loder, you suck, because I was jealous because I wanted to be Kurt Loder. I was like, your voice sucks. Yeah, you talk like you're 70, but you're really 30. And I have a huge lady boner for you. So I'm mad. I'm really mad.
And I will never forget that. It was, 45 years ago. And
40. She only said one mean thing. You guys, this bitch just said, I've said one mean thing 45 years ago.
You're despicable.
I'm sorry, what? Do you not watch your own videos?
Oh no, it wasn't, because the internet wasn't there. Because I did it.
Oh, look at that. It's hard to keep up with the lie. Again, Judge Judy, when you tell the truth, you don't have to have a good memory.
No one would want to stalk that ugly bitch.
That's a Judaism. Oh my gosh. Chickenhead, thank you so much for the 49 name. Chickenhead says, neighbors are in their 70s. Most have no fam. Scared for them. Yeah, I'm scared for anybody. If Tricia or this type of person coming in contact with anyone who is aging, has a little bit of money in their pocket, and gets in any kind of parasocial relationship with this one, I'm worried about them. I am worried about them.
On the internet. So, 30 years ago, maybe.
Maybe 30, maybe 20, maybe never.
I'll never forget it. So you can criticize people, especially if they're in the public spotlight. Absolutely. You can say you don't like what they're saying. You can say you don't like what they're.
Yeah, I don't like what you're saying. I don't like what you're doing. I don't like how you act. I don't like how you rip off older people. I don't like how you rip off sick people. I don't like how you're trying to contest the estate of a deceased subscriber. I don't like how you double down on the lies with Lauren. I don't like anything about you guys, really. You're showing your true color shine, right? She caught herself, allegedly innocent.
being like, oh, wait, 45 minutes ago. Oh, God. What's the math on that, Stacy? And Stacy's like,
they're wearing. You can criticize them and be very critical. But when it becomes where you're trying to laugh at them and make them look stupid.
What? Bitch, Saturday Night Live, comedy. What are you talking about? You're trying to stop us from having fun. You are not above being parodied. You are not above having jokes made about you. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't make us look. Do you see how people like they get more mad over people doing like comedy about them, making jokes, than they do being faced with the facts that they're fleecers and liars and scammers. They're like, but don't laugh at me. Girl, shut up.
You can criticize them and be very critical. But when it becomes
comedy,
where you're trying to
when
laugh,
it's fun,
laugh at them and make them look stupid and just
girl, you make yourself look stupid. No one's going to make you look stupid, homegirl.
Try and tear them down.
Allegedly.
Then it's a problem. And then, of course, you have the people that literally just make up. From what I can gather, this guy was making stuff up about Daryl Sheets. These cyberbullies were just making just lies up about him, you know. And it's really hard when somebody makes up a lie about you and goes on and posts it everywhere. It's hard to combat because it's like,
yeah, it was really hard to combat for Christina, having all of you huge channels come at her with the lie, double down, video after video after video, saying she's a stalker, saying she did things she didn't do. You just completely went after her character and annihilated it, using your platforms to do so. And despite being shown the actual proof that you were wrong and Laura Matthias is a lying liar who lied, and I think you already knew that, you still have not apologized, taken down the videos, put out a retraction, done anything that like a normal, healthy, responsible adult and content creator would do. I mean, what a joke. This bitch is a whole joke. And now you've affected future jobs Christina gets. And when people search her, your bullshit comes up. That's a crime. Like, that is horrendous what you guys have done. And now you were trying to do the same thing with Daphne, but then we were like, what the fuck? This bitch is doing it again. You were slipping her name. I mean, Janet. You were accidentally doxing her. Very easy to find. You know, the paperwork on that. And you were hoping people would just believe you. And we would just believe that Daphne was this horrible person who was stealing from a dead woman, when really you just wanted your piece of the pie. You thought you were owed some of a deceased subscriber's estate. You have been monetizing Beth B forever. We found old lives of you at Beth B's house. And you're monetizing that shit. Giving personal information out about her that she did not give out about herself, even to you at times. Admitting that you just come over even when she says don't come over. You are a whole plague to the elderly. To people who have no one to protect them. You come right in. Tricia. Rhinestone, thank you so much for the super chat. Says Jolene, HTC is having an episode with Dr. John soon. So I am betting Tricia, Megan, and Lauren are all trying to bring up the cyberbullying. Yep, to cash in. Yeah, it won't work. No, I don't think it'll work. They can try. They have bigger channels than us. They can try, but I don't think it's going to work. I think people are smarter than that. I think now they've seen that true color shining through. Yeah, look at Beth B. I shouldn't know anything about Beth B. This woman should rest in peace. Tricia will not let her rest in peace. Tricia had to make her friend subscriber's death content. She admitted to it. We have the clip. We've played it a million times. Maybe I'll have to add it into regular rotation where Tricia, you admitted, you and Stacy, oh, we got a good case. Oh, it's so much fraud and scamming. Claiming Daphne. You guys are so dumb. They're like, you're the worst criminals ever. Because you think people aren't going to look into it. And easily we were like, what the fuck's going on? What? You thought your field trips to a dead woman's house where you were essentially stalking it and you couldn't get in were going to make you look good? and make this Daphne, who can't even speak for herself, has no platform to speak on, make her look bad. That's what you tried to do. You tried to villainize her. It's sick. She's gross. She's disgusting. You do far worse than someone coming in and telling me to go to hell or whoever. Who cares about that? What you're doing is real life scamming. Who cares if someone says, fuck you, you're stupid, you're ugly? Who cares? What you're doing could actually hurts people. Is actually really fucked up, Tricia.
How do you prove a negative? You know, somebody says that you, I don't know.
She was about to say scammed. Did you hear that? She was like, somebody said.
You and goes on and posts it everywhere. It's hard to combat because it's like, how do you prove a negative? You know, somebody says that you, I don't know.
I think she was going to say, it's Tricia. You're going to say scammed. They got a post saying coming soon. Dr. John, he can't tell us nothing. The only thing he's been successful at, in my opinion, allegedly, is trying to get pedophiles less time. John, don't try to get redeemed from that. Don't try to make much ado about nothing. All right? Oh, these people.
Stole food from, you know, the neighborhood, your neighbor. Well,
you kind of did. Mr. H himself said you fleeced him. And that's just one example, baby. That other lady said you acted like you were her best friend. And you weren't, and that she felt you just wanted money off of her. And they all thought you had a gambling problem, and you pled the fifth. So do you or do you not have a gambling problem? Did you or did you not fleece these people out of their money? Why are so many people saying you did? Those are logical questions to ask.
How do you prove you didn't do something like that? That's what I mean.
Well, you definitely couldn't prove it in your lawsuit. From all the paperwork I saw, it looks like you did.
So there's that line that you have to understand. It's one thing to criticize. You can do that all day and all night. But when you step over that line to try...
So the line is jokes? People laughing at you? Is that the line?
And harm them by saying horrible, mean things about them and things that aren't true.
How is that harming you? Where, what? Huh? Tricia, stop harming the elderly, Tricia. Stop deflecting, Tricia.
You know, but again, the problem is when there's cyberbullies out there that are making stuff up, they're not going to admit they're making it up. They're not going to admit it. And that's the problem. And again, the laws.
No, we're just going to literally show fucking lawsuits you've been involved in with tons of depositions and proof. And your own words, your own deposition, I thought, in your lawsuit from 2013 that you've rewritten. Because I've heard you do it. And now I've read through the papers. I'm like, holy shit. Your own deposition was probably the most damning for me. So Tricia, again, I don't know who you think is cyberbullying you or making stuff up on you, because this is all searchable. People have a lot of negative experiences with you. A lot of people do. We can't make that up. It's out there, babe. You yourself admitted in your civil lawsuit that you wanted to hire a company to wipe out all the negative things about you because there was so much.
Need to be just so changed.
So changed.
You know, as I've learned recently, there's a lot of laws that can be used that people don't realize, like I was talking to you about. So he was 67. So it's can be considered, according to a lawyer, elder abuse.
What? Stacey, are you talking about elder abuse? Well, we got Beth B and you stole the fun. These people aren't real. They're telling us, they're like, you stop talking about Tricia, or we're going to say you're elder abusing. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my God. The projection, Darvo. Holy shit. Can you believe these people are going to talk about elder abuse? The ones who have been accused of taking money from the elderly? What the fuck? Oh my God.
In every generation, there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the Slayer.
Right. The gaslighting it's over, Tricia. You can't gaslight your way out of this. There is too much proof from your own mouth. You've said this. We were having fun Tricia times, like Tricia's kind of silly, whatever. And then it started to get weird, and our critical minds, our critical brains couldn't look past it just for entertainment. We're not in a cult. So we had questions. You told us everything you needed to know. Like, don't be a dumbass, Tricia. You know what you're doing. Oh my God. Tricia. Yeah, and Daphne's in her 70s too, allegedly, Liz. Great point. Great point.
Allegedly.
I'm not trying to get a hold of elderly subscribers' estates after they pass. I'm not stealing their phones and admitting to it on the interwebs. I'm not saying I'm owed part of a subscriber's estate. I'm not moving across the country after dry begging to my supporters how my roof caved in and I have nowhere to go. So they moved me across the country, allegedly. I don't know anybody doing that, honestly, Tricia, except for you. Lauren doesn't do that. As far as I know, Megan doesn't do that. Just you.
Oh, that's a good idea. Elder, if you're being...
So he was 67. So it's can be considered, according to a lawyer, elder abuse.
Oh, that's a good idea. Elder, if you're being cyberbullied and you're a senior citizen, that's elder abuse. Absolutely.
Elder abuse.
Don't make me sick Nana on you. Nana will drag, Nana won't waste her time, but I will offer Nana some Kohl's cash to drag your ass from here to Mexico. All right? Which actually isn't that far. But you know what I'm saying. From here to the great country of Canada. It's not elder abuse. My mother, who's older than you, couldn't stand you. She was like, no, something's not right with that one. She called it. She called it. If you remember, drop your Nana was right emojis in the chat. Nana's always right. I was like, no, she's just fun. She's silly. My mom goes, no. She knew. She knew.
Report it to Adult Protective Services.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if people are reaching out to people in your real life.
Yeah.
Oops, shit. Who's that? Sheriff Nanos. Whoopsie.
67.
Not reaching out to people in your real life. I can't even. Okay, so you guys report that, and then we'll all report on the elder abuse for financial gain and what we've seen, and with all the clips we have of Tricia admitting to this. And then we'll help Daphne and everything. I mean, this is, girl, what are you doing? What are you people doing? What in the begging Megan are you doing?
Recently, there's a lot of laws that can be used that people don't realize, like I was talking to you about. So he was 67. So it's can be considered, according to a lawyer, elder abuse.
Oh, that's a good idea. Elder, if you're being cyberbullied and you're a senior citizen, that's elder abuse. Absolutely.
Elder abuse.
Absolutely.
Report it to Adult Protective Services.
See how they're trying to incite their chat? They're trying to weaponize their audience again, similar to what they're trying to do to Daphne, what they did to Christina, and now to any channel that is going to provide commentary or parody or comedy on what they're doing. They're going, yeah, and look at Tricia. She's old as fuck. So you guys, yeah, you could say it's like Stacy's dumbass all of a sudden is the clearest she's ever been in her microphone. She's like, now she's like, you could say elder abuse, if they're making fun of an elderly. Like Tricia, elderly. Well, Stacy, you and your free computer from Beth B. I don't know, Stacy. Pretty bold. I know your daddy used to be a detective or cop or whatever you say, but it's pretty bold coming from you two.
Oh, that's a good idea. Elder, if you're being cyberbullied and you're a senior citizen, that's elder abuse.
Like they didn't plan this beforehand. Like they didn't know they were going to say,
ooh, that's a good one, Stacy. That's good. Yeah, elder abuse. I'm elderly. Huh. Yeah, that's how I'll get out of it. I'm too old to be criticized. That's not, you're never too old to be criticized. Okay? You're on YouTube. You're a limited public figure. Anyone can provide commentary and comedy or anything they want.
So stop it. These people, it's so crazy that they profit off the First Amendment, that's what they do. All the things Tricia has said about crime victims, about the parents of children that have been killed, about other creators, Ashley Banfield, and other people. Somehow she can do that. And it's not harassment. It's not cyberbullying. She can be mean and go, oh, I got to get my blood pressure down. She can have all these big opinions that are not nice, which she forgets about and only remembers from 45 years ago when the internet was, that would be when I was 1 year old. 1981, when the internet was really fire. That high speed, great internet in 1981. I don't even think we had number munchers then. We didn't have Oregon Trail then. And so she's just like, yeah, that's what's up. Thank you, Summer Loudmouth, for becoming or for gifting a membership. Thank you, Suma Loudmouth. Appreciate that. But Tricia can say whatever she wants. She can disparage these people. That's not bullying. But now, oh my God, they can't take any pushback, any heat. They can put the heat on everyone. They can use their platforms to defame, disparage, slander anybody. But when it comes to themselves having any kind of criticism come their way or people laugh at them, it's elder abuse. Hawkeyes, thank you for the 1999. Says Judge Jolene doesn't believe you, Tricia. No one believes you, Tricia. Good luck with that. Good luck with that with all the evidence you have there on the internet of what you've done. But good luck with that. Good luck with that. But the fact that they are trying to gaslight their audience and then weaponize them to come after anyone criticizing Tricia or Lauren or whoever, it's really sick, but it's what they do. It's on brand for them. That's how we know about Tricia in the first place.
Absolutely.
Elder abuse.
Absolutely.
Report it to Adult Protective Services.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if people are reaching out to people in your real life,
yeah,
that's harassment.
Who would waste their time doing that?
What I just say, elder abuse. Got all these things running through my head.
Stacy, please stop, baby girl. Read your script, Stacy. Oh boy.
Also, if somebody
TLC
is trying to help, say if there's somebody committing fraud, false reporting, you know, and then people
wait, committing fraud, take this one down because you guys seem to be committing some fraud on the side with TLC. Thank you for the 199. Says I'll donate. You'll donate your Kohl's cash to Nana too. I'll let her know.
people are helping, like calling. If somebody calls, makes a false report, and then somebody else calls to, you know, do the same thing to kind of, it's conspiracy, like, let's all do this, you know.
You mean what you guys did to Christina? Or what you were doing to Daphne? Huh. It's almost like all of those videos can be pulled and shown that you're doing the thing you think other people are doing. This is what corrupt, fucked up people do, is they assume you're going to the disgusting lengths that they'd go to, but you don't. You just don't like to get laughed at. You don't like the truth coming out through laughter because it makes you feel stupid and small. That's it. Because your egos are so big and you can't even handle any kind of commentary on you that isn't, you're the best, you're so great, you're saving the world. Guess what? You're not saving the world. In my opinion, what you're doing is making the world a worse place. And people that actually give a shit about unsolved crimes and true crime and things like that, you're making it worse for them. You're giving the whole genre a bad name. So oh my God, you guys, this is ridiculous.
That could be
I knew they would lean into this with their victim arc, but I didn't know it'd be this much. Every time I think they go low, they go lower. They dug under damn hell. They were digging.
It's trying to help, say if there's somebody committing fraud, false reporting, you know, and then people are helping, like calling. If somebody calls, makes a false report, and then somebody else calls to, you know, do the same thing.
Did someone make a report on Tricia? Is this why this is going on? What's happening?
To kind of, it's conspiracy, like, let's all do this, you know.
The only conspiracy we saw is the fact that all of Lauren's people that were involved in her false civil stalking injunction seem to be stalking Christina's TikTok quite regularly and on the same days, and on very interesting days too, and just too much. That seems kind of organized. Or how you guys all went on certain channels to push forth this narrative. That seemed organized.
That could be considered what? Aiding and abetting? What?
Stacey, you're fucking stupid. This lady's so stupid. You sound ridiculous. That could be considered aiding and abetting. No, bitch. I don't. Read a book, Stacey. Read a frog. Smoke a frog. Do anything else but this. What are you doing with your life?
Oh, sure. There's all kinds of things. Exactly. There's so many things. And again, you're not free to do whatever you want to somebody. You're not free to tear them apart. And like you said, to make false reports about him. Now, I don't know if this guy that was cyberbullying him, called and made false reports. I read somewhere that he did. I don't know what they were. But you can't do stuff like that. You just can't, like I said, you just can't call and make an accusation. And Brooker Rose says he did file a police report. I saw some articles that said that. I believe it was in February. And Four Sons' mom says YouTube is swarming with cyberbullies and YouTube takes no action against them. It's hard to understand YouTube allowing creators to behave this way. I agree. I have seen some cyberbullying by creators. I have no idea who they are. And they're cyberbullying other creators or just people that I've never even heard of, And I'm
who? Where's your receipts? Who are you talking about? What? Again, you're just throwing out accusations like you did with Daphne. Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Say the name, say the name. If they're really cyberbullying, tell us the motherfucking name. Say the name.
Watching this going, my God, how can they say
my God, how can they say these things? Did I take money from all these people when I've admitted to taking money from all these people? How can they say these things that are actually in my lawsuit from 2013? How can they read court documents? Ugh.
These things and get away. This is against YouTube's policies. YouTube does nothing. They do nothing.
If YouTube was actually doing its job, it would have got rid of you and all the things you're doing and the fleecing. All right? Because they definitely don't want people on here trying to take advantage of elderly people or vulnerable people to get their money so that they can build a shitty set for their boring live streams. I'm pretty sure that's in TOS, allegedly.
Do nothing. Because the one that I saw, I reported it and I reported the next one and I had other people report it.
Oh, so what Stacey said is you're having but you're not supposed to do that's a conspiracy. You guys are getting people together. Stacey just said you can't do that. You just admitted to doing that. You just did. You know that when creators are not supposed to do that. You are not supposed to elicit and encourage people to go report a channel. That's actually against terms of service, bitch. That's actually against. To get a group together. Who are you reporting, Tricia? Which channel? Is that why my stream went down that one day and then it didn't work? When I just happened to pull up things about you. Wasn't that the day that I was pulling up things on Tricia or somebody and it went down and they said I was like spamming or some shit?
Like I said, you just can't call.
Let's listen to, I got to get off because I got to go watch the Timberwolves.
It's hard to come back.
This is insane.
So
Stacey just said you can't do this.
About somebody's voice. And it was it was a VJ on MTV. Or forget that. That was cyberbullies. We're just making food.
So it's can be considered, according to a lawyer, elder abuse.
Oh, that's a good idea. If you're being cyberbullied and you're a senior citizen, that's elder abuse. Absolutely.
Snitch and hoes. They're conspiring against us.
Elder
the hoes are conspiring.
Report it to Adult Protective Services.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if people are reaching out to people in your real life, that's harassment. What I just say, elder abuse. Got all these things running through my head. Also, if somebody is trying to help, say if there's somebody committing fraud, false reporting.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And then people are helping, like calling.
What? You mean how Tricia just said she got people to help her false report people?
If somebody calls, makes a false report, and then somebody else calls to, do the same thing to it's conspiracy, like let's all.
Oh, and then within seconds, these idiots admit to doing it themselves. I've never reported any of their videos or anything. I'm literally shining a light through comedy on what these scammers do. And I never even had the intention of doing that with Tricia. Tricia just kept being a scammer. And I was like, holy shit. We were watching your field trips to a dead subscriber's home. And it got weird and it got suspicious. And then we were like, what the fuck's really going on? And then all this stuff came out like, holy shit. We don't report,
this, you know.
we don't conspire to report people over here. But you guys clearly do.
That could be considered what? Aiding, and then somebody else calls to, do the same thing to kind of, it's conspiracy, like, let's all do this, that could be considered what? Aiding and abetting, what?
Oh, sure.
Fraud.
There's all kinds of things. Exactly.
So many things.
There's so many things. And again, you're not free to do whatever you want to somebody. You're not free to tear them apart. And like you said, to make false reports about him. Now, I don't know if this guy that was cyberbullying him, called and made false reports. I read somewhere that he did. I don't know what they were. But yeah, you can't do stuff like that. You just can't, like I said, you just can't call and make an accusation. And Brooker Rose says he did file a police report. I saw some articles that said that. I believe it was in February. And Four Sons' mom says YouTube is swarming with cyberbullies and YouTube takes no action against them. It's hard to understand YouTube allowing creators to behave this way. I agree. I have seen some cyberbullying by creators. I have no idea who they are, and they're cyberbullying other creators or just people that I've never even heard of, and I'm watching this going, my God, how can they say these things and get away? This is against YouTube's policies. YouTube does nothing. They do nothing. They do nothing because the one that I saw, I reported it and I reported the next one and I had other people report it. They were cyberbullying somebody I'd never heard of, but it was horrible what they were saying about this person. And it absolutely was cyberbullying.
You don't even know how to define it. So Tricia's just out here conspiring with other people, like Stacy said, not to do, to report someone's channel because according to her, it's cyberbullying, even though she's made it quite clear in this 22 minutes and 22 seconds that she has no idea what cyberbullying really is, nor will she even read a Google definition. She's just making up her own definitions and using the death of this man from Storage Wars as a way to push forth her own story about how YouTube is evil.
What that does also is when you see somebody doing that, that says something about them, not the person.
Oh, absolutely.
About.
Well, there we go with that says more about you than us.
That shows that they have an issue because in life, there's a lot of people we don't like, we don't agree with for whatever reason.
Yeah, she said in your words, Tricia, we now have it here. Anyone you bring to court, just play this. I had other people report it. You are inciting other people to report channels that you don't like. You're inciting your subscribers to report people and channels, which I am almost positive that is against TOS for you to encourage subscribers to go and, false report and report period other channels. But go ahead with your elder abuse self there.
But going on the attack, making stuff up, trying to cause problems in their life, that's a completely different reaction than what a normal person would have.
Absolutely right. Absolutely. And yes, Bipolar Express, you're right. They do it for views and they get away with it. And it gets views. And that's, again, that's the other reason. So if you don't believe in cyberbullying.
It's almost like the way you cyberbully and exploit people that you don't like within these true crimes. And whether it be John Benet Ramsey's dad or freaking, like I said, Ashley Banfield or God knows who else that you've talked shit on and made claims about. But you can do that. But no one better point out things that Tricia's actually said or done. This is crazy. Yeah, it's definitely said women who run a conspiracy website upset at call out channels.
Don't watch cyberbully channels. Okay. And I want to stress again, it's one thing to criticize.
Wait, she's telling people don't watch what you believe to be cyberbully channels?
Absolutely. And yes, Bipolar Express, you're right. They do it for views and they get away with it. And it gets views. And that's, again, that's the other reason. So
yep.
If you don't believe in
what you
cyberbullying,
do for views, you exploit murders of children. You do no research. You know nothing. You have no takes to give. You have no help to give, but you just exploit it. You're a trauma vulture. You literally, that's the best description for you. You're just a vampire. Like, you just suck off this shit. You bring nothing to it. You take other people's words and reporting and you go, we don't know. Do you know? And you make money off of it. That's what you do. You make money off of horrific things that happen to other people. You do nothing to help those people. You bring no new insight or journalism or investigation into it. You just speculate and go, I don't know, and play other people's hard work. That's what you do. So whatever you're saying these other people are doing, I'd far rather do that than what you do. And you've made a career out of that. Only you haven't been successful in actually making money off of that because God knows, plead the fifth on the gambling, whatever. Your money's going somewhere. And so instead you have to allegedly fleece your supporters.
Allegedly.
And they have given whole ass depositions about how they feel fleeced by you for thousands upon thousands of dollars. I mean, girl, that could never be me. That could never be me. You're never going to see me hitting you up in the DMs going, I got mold in my bathroom. My sink doesn't work. My tires are bald. Can I have $6,000? Can I have $800 exact dollars? Oh, you said you would help me if you could. Oh.
Don't watch cyberbully channels. Okay. And I want to stress again, it's one thing to criticize a creator or somebody that you don't like, that's in the public eye. Do that all day and night. But when it crosses the line, and you know when it crosses the line, it doesn't need to be, have a spotlight shined on it. You know it. But they don't care. They don't care. They don't have that connection in their brain that can have empathy and for them to understand how they're harming another human being. And again, I just made that one comment years ago, and I thinking about it now, it just makes me sick. It was so, I could just say I didn't like her voice, or the voice was irritating. No.
She's thinking about 45 years ago when she talked about an MTV VJ and it makes her sick. Oh, God, I didn't have to say that.
Tricia, you're such a liar. You are such a liar. Shout out to Tammy. Thank you so much for coming in with the JOJO chat. Tammy says, thanks for the laughs. Thank you, Tammy. Mindy, good to see you, Mindy. Thank you, Mindy. Mindy says, justice for all the jealous losers who don't know how to game the system. Eye roll emoji. Thanks for your hilarious take on this nonsense, Jolene. Thank you, Mindy. Thank you for being you. Thank you, guys. These people are just bananas. The self-snitching on themselves, the way they are just accusing everyone of doing all the fucked up shit they do and have told us they do. It's crazy. It is literally insane. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
Take it a step further. So, but I do want to read you a few things here.
All right, you guys, I'm going to have to, I'm missing the first quarter of the basketball game, but I love being with you guys. And I just, these people are crazy. And yes, like Indy Cindy saying, like mailing Christina's parents stuff. Like you guys crossed the line with sending things to Christina's family home. Like you crossed the line on so many levels. Yeah, justice for Carson Daly. Justice for anyone left who's a critical thinker. I mean, justice for comedy. Bitch, you know how many people have tried to be like, it's comedy. Get over it. Get over it. You can joke on everyone else and you can have all these big opinions on everyone else and accuse people like Daphne of horrible crimes with no evidence and use your big platforms and accuse Christina. But the minute people start laughing at what dumbasses you look like, now all of a sudden, elder abuse, help me, Rhonda, help me. Now, Stacey is not helping either. Stacey, you look so dumb right now. You look stupid. Cake eater tricks. Tanya 1980, thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. So is she committing elder abuse against John? Technically, by her definition, yeah. You're accusing him of things that's, like horrible things, like horrific things. So I don't know, Trish. You got to look in your own backyard, but I guess that would be Beth B's backyard that you keep stalking. Tuna Clown, thank you for the $4.99. Says Tricia, Def said that's a good idea and elder abuse in the same sentence before. She's just a clown, girl. She's a clown. I will do it tomorrow, Mad Cheddar. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. I got to get downstairs. My husband Chell is waiting for me, and I got to pick up pizza and all kinds of stuff. So go Wolves. Love to you all. Thank you to all my JoJo chatters, everyone in the live stream. You guys are all beautiful pumpkin spice babies. Please like this video. If you have some hypes in you, feel free to hype it up. And then I'll see you tomorrow. So tomorrow we will go over the first 10 minutes and finish whatever this atrocity is of Tricia's lives. But thank you, thank you, thank you. And until next time, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.
Do you like what you see? Judge me in the comments as fast as you can. Judge me, judge me, judge me.